I think it's working now. So we're just on YouTube. Wait for the chat to come through. Hey Ron, you ever seen the movie Janky Promoters?
Yeah.
That's me.
It's a sketchy operation right now.
You said what?
Said it's a sketchy operation right now.
We're about to see. I'm waiting for the chat to come in, but the internet on my end is going good. But I don't know. Let's wait for the chat.
Hey, it's on YouTube, right?
It should be.
How come I can't find it?
Why are you asking these questions today? You know exactly why you can't find it. It's just one of them days. Unlisted. But I'm about to beat somebody. Ron, let me know when you, it should be public now. And it says excellent connection. So right when we get the first typer, I'm on demon time.
You was typing a lot of gibberish in the chat.
Thank you, Marz. Marz, can I live?
It's up. That's what that means.
Marz, you know you're my favorite, and I don't like the tension right now between us. Like it's a unit. You want to talk about it?
No, we're good. We're good.
Gideon says it
Marz,
seems
that's toxic. When it's really a problem, not talking through it. Just
it
saying
is.
good.
It is. It's a bit toxic. It is. But
It should
clearly
make
that's
some good content.
I got to give him his space. What can I do? Marz, I feel like I'll lead the initiation, and people in the chat are saying it's good. I think people are coming in. Did you guys get notifications for the live? It was a problem with us streaming to both Twitch and YouTube, so that's what the problem was. So we're only streaming to YouTube today. We have an action-packed show for you guys. Marz, between me and you, because I feel like we should talk about this. I've seen a lot of people. No, it's fine, Marz, right? You don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
We can clear some things up. We're friends. You know, when you first came, like to view Player's Choice, you were initially a part of Shaq Army, correct?
I agreed with you more than the other panelists. Yes.
Is that a yes or no, Marz? I mean, I get it.
I found myself agreeing with you the most.
Okay.
That's what I was saying.
So what happened between us? Because
You started going wild, saying assists equal points, and I was like, I have to hop off the train before it's too late.
All right, Marz, before the train just blows up.
Exactly. I don't want to be a casualty of Shaq's craziness. So I was like,
wait.
Go my own way.
Nobody else in Shaq Army feels this way. You just left and you created your own legion, the Martians.
I saw what was coming before clearly they did.
So okay,
I'm offering salvation to people who see the light.
So are you attacking Shaq Army? Is that what this is? Is this become this?
There's no war between the Martians and Shaq Army, but those who feel they are not safe in Shaq Army, they can come here.
They can come seek refuge.
It sounds to me like he discovered some lunacy going on over there, and he's offering people.
I'm offering help to those in need.
Victor, thanks for the $2 donation. He said the Miami Heat winning the chip this year. Victor, are you a part of Shaq Army? Are you a Dale Minion? Are you a moron? Are you a Martian? Are you a Hellster. Hey.
We'll work on that.
This is we'll work on Haley's Legion. But for you guys that don't know, this is Haley. She's a basketball TikToker. She started recently, correct? Or
Yeah, about five or 6 months ago. It's pretty new still.
And you're a KD fan.
I am a KD fan. Yeah. I mean, I'm a Warrior fan, so I feel like that has some attachment to it. But yeah, I love KD. I love his game. You know, I like how he talks back. You know, KD's always got something to say. So yeah.
That's funny. Do you view KD as a winner, or I know I'm getting off
Okay.
early. I know I'm getting off early. This is Players Choice Initiation. Marz got his this week, and now I'm just asking a few questions. I just have a few questions. Do you feel like what KD did with the Warriors, like leaving Russell Westbrook, do you feel like that was a cheap move, or do you feel like it was warranted?
I mean, I'm gonna be biased. I think part of me is biased just because, you know, he did come play for us, but I don't know. I love Russ. I really do. I have a soft spot for him, but at the same time, I think he's proven throughout history that he is difficult to play with. And if you want a shot at winning, you might have to take that opportunity to leave. And I don't blame KD for trying. And I do think KD's rings mean something. At least one. I'll give him one. Maybe the second one was a little bit, you know, it was a super team. It was kind of the start to getting super teams running and off the ground. Now leaving to the Nets, that I think that was unwarranted. I think just partnering up with, you know, Harden and Kyrie is just, I didn't think it would work, and it didn't. So, you know.
Yeah, that's
Here we
not
are.
going to work. We know that that's not going to work. But back to you saying that you feel like one of the rings count. I feel like he has, in the last 20 years, he has rings 19 and 20 on the list.
Yeah.
They're both at the bottom. And that's just what it is. Marz, Russell Westbrook outplayed Kevin Durant in that 3-1 series when they were up on Golden State. I'm feeling toxic today.
What do you want me to say about that?
I'm feeling toxic today. That's all that I'm letting you know. Let me get this $10 donation out of the way. From Varsity Living. Hey, y'all, love the show. Just wanted to stop in and say y'all make work a breeze. Y'all make work breeze by. I would love to hop on the show one day, but y'all always stream while I'm at work. We'll listen to y'all tomorrow. Much love. Thank you for the donation, brother. Dale, you've been quiet.
Yeah, you've been spitting dribble. I just here, listening, waiting for my turn. I don't want to extend the show another hour yet. So
listen, there's no
let you get it off with whoever you want to get it off.
I really feel outnumbered up here today. There's no Dub that is secretly signed a contract with Shaq Army. There's no Euro who is in alliance with Shaq Army, and there's no Jordan for technical difficulties. So I'm left with good man
You got
Marz.
Ron, and he's next door. He could whisper to you what he want to say, and y'all could do that little back and forth thing. Y'all finally sharing the same room again, like old times.
Ron, are you hosting the show or am I hosting the show? Because we got mixed reviews about your hosting last time.
Yeah, Ron, don't. You just keep going, Shaq. It's going well so far.
Ron,
Ron,
Ron, you want another shot? Yeah. Because last time we let you host the show, it was a little cluttery. It was a little laggy.
Listen, I'll play point guard or shooting guard, but I'm a better shooting guard. So you can bring the ball up the floor, and I'll do what I do best.
All right, so I guess we'll get straight into the YouTube poll. I asked on YouTube, and this is verbatim what I said. In 2016, would a prime Steve Nash and Kevin Durant been able to take the Warriors to Game 7 and win the series? So instead of Russell Westbrook, you have Steve Nash. 48% of you said yes, and OKC will win the series easily, maybe 4-2 or 4-1, with Steve Nash and KD going up those Golden State Warriors. Why did we choose to lie yesterday on YouTube? Dale, I'll start with you.
I didn't vote, but to say they would win, I don't know if they'll win, but it would be different. It would be a total different. I I think it could go to 7 games, but you just predicated on them being up 3-1. But I just felt most of them games was just based on the Warriors not hitting shots and things like that, because I had the Warriors to win that series in 5, but it went to 7. So, but with Nash, I just know that the game will be different. If every game goes the same way as it did, which it wouldn't with Russ, I think the OKC will win. If you had Steve Nash in those same type of games where it's nitty-gritty at the end, close out, like Klay game 6 was insane. But if you watch it over, it's like some possessions where they didn't even get a shot off because either Russ dribbling it out, Russ composure at the end of that game and all that stuff hurt them. A more poised Steve Nash, a better shooter, more who controlled the dynamic of a game better, it would have been different. Like Steve Nash has control of the game no matter where he's playing. If it's Phoenix when he was with Dallas, he had a control of the game, a sense of, all right, I could do this now. Russ is always go, go, go. And that hurt them.
Why did Steve Nash always used to get packed up in the playoffs?
In the Western Conference Finals, against Kobe? Against Kobe?
Yeah.
The Lakers had a better team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Lakers. I didn't say they would win the series. The Lakers had a better team. Steve Nash also came back from a 3-1 deficit versus Kobe, though. He did.
I remember that. Kind of a janky series, if I remember correctly.
It wasn't a janky series. Kobe didn't shoot in the fourth quarter, Game 7 in Phoenix. He was on his, I'm tight. Like, nah, he was. First time I seen that from him. He was really not trying to shoot. But I just think Steve Nash has a better control of a basketball game more than Russell Westbrook. And it's simple. It's as simple as that.
Marz, do you want to do this right now, or do you want to move on?
I think Dell covered it mainly.
Of course he did.
What else is there to say?
Of course.
You want someone to control the game. You take Nash over Russ.
Allow me to uncover it. Hey, Haley, you like Russ a lot, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
And so do I. And we all do know that Russell Westbrook is a better basketball player than Steve Nash in their peak forms. We do know that, right?
No.
She don't know that.
He is.
She knows that.
Right now, he is.
Haley, you know that.
I'm like, it's hard for me. You go first.
Because I'm like, look, we're talking about what was the exact question?
Right. Because the chat is about to lose their minds. so
they need to hear this too. This isn't for you guys. This is for them, okay?
Marz is on Basketball Reference right now, ready to debunk anything you're about to say.
Basketball Reference for this.
We saw your left hand, Marz.
I went to read the chat.
It's the same year OKC went up 3-1 and lost 3 straight. So we're saying, would Steve Nash have been able to close that series out? They don't go up 3-1 with Steve Nash.
They don't.
They don't have to. They just have to win 4 games.
They don't. That's what I'm saying. They don't get to 3 wins.
Marz, you think they're gonna?
Steve Nash.
You think they're gonna win the series?
I think they win 4 out of 7
with Steve Nash.
Yes.
Against the Golden State Warriors.
Yes.
So why didn't why didn't KD and Russ do it? Was it because of Russ or KD? Whose fault was it?
Both of them.
And you think Steve Nash will overcome both of that? All of that, Steve Nash is the answer to that.
I think it's hard for KD to get the looks he wants playing with a non-shooting point guard.
Dale, is KD very efficient? Was he efficient that year?
He's always efficient, correct.
Okay, so did he need Russell Westbrook? Does he ever need any point guard to get his points?
No. I don't think so.
They come easier with a point
Let him
guard.
Let him go.
What does they come easier with a point guard mean? What does that mean? Can you clarify that? That's a weird take.
KD has always thrived with a star guard next to him.
I mean, that's
pressure off of him having to create his shot all the time.
You said he's always thrived with a star. Who? Steph Curry? Kyrie Irving?
Yes, a star guard. Steve Nash, a star guard.
So he didn't thrive with Russell Westbrook?
Wasn't his best.
I mean, it's wait for Ron. Mars is digging holes. Marv is digging holes. Let's see which one he falls into.
I don't think that KD was the best version of KD we've seen.
So what's the best version with Steph, Klay, and the gang? Steph, Klay, Draymond, and the boys.
Everything post OKC, KD was better, in my opinion.
He was better because it looked better.
What do you mean it looked better? I'm saying having a non-shooting point guard is harder to play with and thrive than having someone who can shoot.
Wait, so
someone who's composed with the ball.
Dale, I see you up there.
I'm not on that train.
That's just my opinion.
I'm not on that train at all.
It's easier to play with guys like Kyrie than it is to play with Russ.
Oh, Kyrie doesn't back the ball.
Mars.
He baited you.
No. I just don't know who was in that MVP crowd when he won the MVP. Just who was there?
Wasn't Russ hurt that season? That KD won MVP. So
Touche.
What's Russ got to do with KD?
Touche, Mars. I'm just letting you know, Mars.
I get what Marv is trying to say to like throw him some bail, but you can't discredit Slim and Russ in OKC. You just can't. They went to a finals together. They
let him
Slim
do it.
Won like three. Slim won like 3 or 4 scoring titles. He honestly he left mainly because he just know he didn't have to do that stuff anymore.
No, I'm not discrediting Russ. I'm saying the way the roster was constructed.
I'm just trying to figure out who was the guard, who was the shooting guard that was playing with KD when he won MVP. That year, that phenomenal year that won him MVP. Who was the elite guard that was playing with him? Or wasn't an elite. So we negate that point that you just said he has to have an elite guard.
Thriving means winning, not just scoring a lot of points.
So why did he win MVP?
Okay, he meant when he said thriving, he's saying he meant
like playoff
thriving
success.
More like playoff success and winning.
I mean, up 3-1. I think if you run it back, you have a huge chance. No, Mars. Mars. Here's the thing, Mars.
But they lost.
I agree with you, Mars. You're new to this whole player's choice thing. Like, I love you personally. I know you used to be Shaq Army, but what you're about to attempt here, I'm letting you know it's going to be nasty. The way JD clips these takes up for TikTok, they're going to turn on you, Mars, and I'm trying to prevent that. It's already happening in the chat, and I don't want to see you go down like this. So you should probably mince your words.
All I'm trying to say, the way the roster was constructed in OKC, with Andre Roberson, Steven Adams, and Russell Westbrook, all who can't shoot to save their lives. It doesn't help KD when he's trying to create shots and everyone can just collapse on him. You replace Russ with Steve Nash, who you can't help off of, that gives KD more space. That's why you get guys like Steph Curry playing with KD. Obviously, that's a super version of Steve Nash.
I say stuff like that with DeMar. I say DeMar's having this amazing year because of Zach Lavine, and they're not able to help off of Zach, and you kill me for it. But now all of a sudden, your take is valid when it comes to KD.
When did I say a word about you saying DeMar benefits with Zach?
I'm just setting mousetraps, and I'm just seeing which one's about to tear that toe up. That's it.
What I just said, what do you disagree with? From what
nothing, Mars, I love you.
Mars, you know what's crazy? Is KD never had a problem scoring. And I'm sure you would agree with
he's KD.
I'm sure you would agree with He's never had a problem putting the ball in the hoop. That's never been an issue for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, of course.
And so the thing about it is, in OKC, he scored the most points in his career.
Okay.
Per season.
Okay.
So I'm trying to figure out like what are you getting at? And then also too, when you're just saying
eat,
like
Ron,
playing with a point guard,
eat
and whatnot. So Russell Westbrook is in a point guard now.
He
hasn't led the league in assists multiple years.
I never said any of this.
No, I'm trying to get some context on where you're coming from so I can see why Steve Nash will be so much better than Russ in that situation and how they win that series.
Okay, so where I'm coming from is regular season, KD's going to get his points, but we know regular season defense isn't the same as playoff defense. You're going to scheme differently. And if you're trying to stop...
Never seen KD get locked up in the playoffs either.
I never said he got locked up. What I'm trying to say is, especially in the Golden State series, because I watched every game, what they were doing is completely leaving Andre Roberson. Like it was 4-5 at that point.
So how does Steve Nash change that?
I'm not saying he's going to change that. What I'm saying is, if Andre Roberson is now cutting to the rim, which means because he can't shoot, he has to go to the rim. You got someone else helping, and then Russ isn't a threat outside. So you got Russ going to the rim. So that's 2 guys going to the rim. You got Steven Adams under the basket. We know KD prefers to operate in the mid range. So you've got 4 guys all within 15 feet radius. Like, where's KD getting open in that situation? And then
why
KD's
do you
just
let Marz do
got
this?
contested shots.
Do
which is why
what?
it's
What
harder
he
for him-
doing?
It's harder for him to score in those situations. He can't get to the rim as much because it's clogged. He's trying to take contested shots over 2 guys, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, whoever.
I
Whereas
promise you,
if you replace Russ with Steve Nash, who can space the floor, at least it's a harder closeout for Golden State to make, which is why I think Steve Nash benefits KD.
Ron, who's more poised, Russ or Steve Nash? Poised.
I mean, it's no question. Steve Nash is more poised.
Right. So we're not when we keep saying Nash and KD would work. I don't understand why it's such a Russell Westbrook is a headache. He's always been a headache. Yeah, he will have his great games, but that compounds with stuff. A player like Steve Nash more poised, more like my biggest word is control. Do you feel as Russ being a point guard when he's with someone like KD, James Harden, Bron, has he ever had control of the game?
Marz, can I get
Any
career?
game.
Marz, can I get like
in them OKC games? He had a lot of control.
No,
Marz,
he
can-
didn't have control of the basketball games. He had control of his stats.
Marz, can I get career highs?
Of the game, a calm down moment, a wait,
Career
hold
highs and
on,
what?
let's set this
Steve
up.
Nash and
tight.
Russ.
No, he doesn't have that in him. He's always go, go, go.
Like their highest in each year, like their highest assist year,
So-
their highest, all of the highs.
So
not the same year.
And yeah, like of course he won't have the 26, 27 points, but Nash career high average is 18 points. He gets a diamond. He's always on poise and have control, and he's a superior shooter compared to Russ.
Nash's career high in points
But
is about 19 and 11.5 assists.
He's a superior shooter, but does is that still going to get him from 18 to the 30 that he's
But we
going to
wouldn't
need
need it.
on that
Why?
team?
We don't. You know, he would not need to score 30 points.
And
And
Russ
why
is
would he?
32 and 11.5.
But here's my thing though. So you're going against Golden State, a high-powered offense. You got to
Okay.
fight fire. You got to fight fire with fire.
Russ
right?
is so good.
No, you don't. But continue.
So against that team, you have to be you need something that's different. You need you have to have something that's dynamic to beat that team.
Dale,
or
I'm
you
not
don't
with
stand a
Ron
chance.
on this take. I'm not. Just to let you know, I jumped off of this wagon about 30 seconds ago. I hate where
Good to
he's
know.
going
You
with
need
this.
someone
Good to know.
dynamic.
Good to know.
You don't,
Yes.
bro. Why do you
So-
need? Why?
Who beat them?
Kawhi?
The Warriors?
Yeah, Kawhi beat them without KD, without Klay. Kawhi won.
Not the Lakers, the Warriors.
Kawhi beat the Warriors
When?
in the finals.
2019.
Oh, I'm not talking about then. We're talking about this year, the year 2016. And
Oh,
that
who
Warriors
beat
team
them?
before KD got there.
Oh, Braun,
Who did Bron have?
Kyrie.
Kyrie.
2 dynamic offensive talents.
Do Kyrie
Who
play like
dynamic
Russell
scorers?
Westbrook?
Okay,
They
Ron,
give
I can.
You see what I'm saying? You need
I can get back with
firepower
you
to
on
beat
that.
that Warriors team, and that's the only thing I'm getting at. Not saying that Steve Nash won't get the job done, not saying he won't rally the troops and have everybody under composure, but when it's time to get a bucket and when it's time to really go
But
at
the
him,
thing is,
Russ brings
no.
a different thing to the table.
Russ and Kyrie
he's a different
no,
dog in
no,
that
no.
fight.
Russ and Kyrie is different. Kyrie
both
going to get a
dogs.
bucket and Russ going to get a bucket is two different entities. Because Kyrie can stop on a dime, shoot a 3. Kyrie can have a mid range. While Russ is in his go get it mode, fire to fire. Someone might step in and take a charge, and it's a turnover.
Dale, who's winning
It's
1-on-1,
different.
Kyrie or Russ?
Kyrie Irving.
Haley, who's winning, Russ or Kyrie?
Kyrie.
In Marz?
Kyrie.
Yeah, I'll take Kyrie.
In Ron?
You guys let all this dribbling shit get to your head. We do this all the time because he can go behind the back, spin, and step back. Now, with that being said, it's going to be a close game. But you guys understand, Kyrie got to move his feet too. And you do know Russ is the most athletic point guard in history.
So who's
So
gonna
it's
win?
like,
You still got to say Kyrie's gonna win. I guarantee it.
no, because I can't say all that. Say Kyrie's gonna win now. I got Russ winning 11-9.
Oh my God. There's no way. There's no way that was just real. Ron, okay. All right. Are we ready to move on from Steve Nash? He gets a lot of airtime on the show for whatever reason. But are we ready to move on? Is that fair?
Yeah, that's okay.
All right, we're gonna go Tatum, Booker, Lavine. So I'm gonna list off 12 categories, just like last episode, and everybody will pick one of these players out of Jayson Tatum, Devin Booker, Zach Lavine. We will go Dale, Ron, Haley, Marz. You will go last, and Haley, you'll go third. Ron, you're second.
Okay.
So scoring ability. Dale, it's on you.
Booker.
Ronathan.
I'm gonna go Jayson Tatum.
Haley.
I'm gonna go Booker.
Marz.
I'm gonna go with D-Book.
Playmaking. Dale.
Book.
Ron.
Booker.
Haley.
Booker.
Marz.
D-Book.
Have you guys ever watched Lavine play?
Yeah.
Defense. Dale.
Book.
Ron.
Me get Tatum.
Haley.
Tatum.
Marz.
Tatum.
So do we know the order now so I don't have to say everybody's name every time? We
Yeah.
good? All right. 3-point shot.
Zach.
Lavine.
Zach.
Zach.
By a long shot. Mid-range.
Book.
Yeah, let me get JT.
I think I'll go Book.
D-Book.
Finishing.
Zach.
Yeah, I'll stay with Zach too.
I might go JT.
I'm gonna go with Zach.
Handles. Haley, that was quite nasty
JT.
out of you, by the way.
JT.
I just wanted to let you know, like, when I see Jayson Tatum heading towards the hoop, but I mean, okay, what is? I mean,
Maybe that was a little generous.
bet. Handles, Dallas on you.
I said JT.
I'm gonna go Tatum.
Tatum.
Yeah, JT.
Athleticism.
Zach.
Easy. Lavine.
Zach.
Zach.
Clutch gene.
Book.
D-Book.
Booker. Yeah.
D-Book.
Deeper bag.
JT.
I'm gonna go Dev right here. Give me Booker.
JT.
JT.
Most feared by peers.
Book.
I think I'm gonna go JT.
It's hard because I feel like it depending on the time. I think overall it's gonna be D-Book.
I'm gonna go JT.
Better overall.
You know, these two is a wash to me. Tomorrow might change, but right now I'm gonna go Book.
Devin Booker.
Devin. Yeah.
D-Book.
What episode
That
number
was
is this?
easy.
Y'all
And
ever
this-
seen I remember when D-Book got double team and pick up and he got mad?
I'll never forget this day.
Yeah.
That's why I said they fear JT Book. he was getting doubled by Joakim Noah and all them in pickup. Why won't you ever forget this day? Zach Lavine got one or two topics.
I mean, he should have ran away with finishing, but it got weird.
Hey, Shaq, scoring ability. Nah, let's run it on you. Scoring ability.
My bad.
Scoring ability, I'm gonna go with scoring ability. I'll give it to Tatum.
Playmaking.
I'm going Lavine.
All right, can we just stop here?
I'm going Lavine. I don't see.
All right, defense.
Marz,
okay,
you can look up their assist and tell me why I can't go Lavine. What are all of them averaging from assists? Is it?
Oh my God.
Is it that crazy? What do you want me to keep going? 3-point defense? I'm none of them. But if I had to choose one, it's for sure not Lavine. I'll give it to Tatum some nights, but also some nights Tatum is a mannequin out there. He saves his energy on defense so he can play offense, but nobody wants to talk about that. And then we hit with really weird stats.
This year.
Then who did? Zach?
Zach's actually, yeah, he's improved
because
a lot.
Because
Devin
Alonzo
Booker
Ball and
plays
Caruso.
defense, bro.
Because Alonzo
Devin
Ball and
Booker
Caruso.
plays defense,
No.
bro.
The Phoenix Suns play defense.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So Giannis don't play no defense.
No,
They
Giannis
all
does play
average
defense. He
between
can.
they all average between 4 and 5.
No, the
assists.
Bucks play defense.
The Bucks do play defense, but he plays like super
Okay,
Giannis.
Yeah, okay, here we go. Right.
Like super Giannis when he jumps high, when he gets that mushroom and just be dunking on fools and be blocking shots to win finals. I think that's big. Ayton knows. Mid range. I mean, I don't care. Tatum, Book. All right. Out of 12, I feel like Lavine should have won 4 of these easily. Playmaking.
Which 4?
3-point shot, finishing, athleticism, and better overall. So that's 5. Because when I think of better overall, I'm not like you guys. I just don't blindly just say a name just because I've heard their name a lot on Twitter and ESPN. I don't run to that. I look at Lavine and I look at efficiency.
Hey.
Is he not the most efficient out of all of them? Who averages the most points out of Tatum, Booker, and Lavine? Marz, can I get an update on that? We're about to get nasty over here.
I believe it might be JT.
Okay, we're about to get we about to get nasty up in here. We're about to break some hearts. So Lavine averages.
Lavine's just below 20. Lavine's just below 25.
And where's Tatum?
Near 27.
And what's D-Book?
Getting him up now.
In no other 2 of them have anybody close to them in scoring averages. I don't think at all.
D-Book's just below 26.
Jaylen Brown.
It's literally a point difference between all of them. It's
Jaylen Brown
24.8,
averages
5.8, 26.7.
He averages 24.
But all of them are leading scorers on their team, right? Correct?
Yeah.
Is Zach Lavine a leading scorer on his team?
No, he's second.
Oh, okay. All right. That's impressive. How does he get all those points? Efficient. We can go to current news. Steph Curry is out indefinitely. Warrior fans, Haley and Marz. Earth to Haley and Marz, you guys aren't winning the ship this year.
Yeah, I've given up on. Hope.
Yeah, we were this morning. I kind of reality set in. I'm like, all right, well, it was a good run.
Oh, it was a good run. It was a good run. It's amazing how Jokic and Giannis. Too good. Wait, like this year or like in previous years?
This season just too hot, too comfortable. We should have known. And then, I mean, I hate to think this way, but like we're bound to have injuries. Steph is usually bound to get injured at least once in the season. And the fact that it never happened until the end, I mean,
to our two Warriors correspondents, when did you, Marz, you became a fan, ironically, when I think they won their first championship?
No, I was a fan in 2013.
Who was the star player in 2013?
No, listen, it's a complicated story as to why I became a Warriors fan, but it was 2013.
Not to me, but Haley, when did you become a Warriors fan?
Around then, 2013, 2014. That's when I started watching basketball.
I go into the convenience store and I find everything that's convenient. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Why is people off the Warriors bandwagon now?
I just don't think we're winning it this year.
Because Steph got hurt?
A mix of things. We just can't be healthy in general.
The Warriors they're 100% still my favorite in the West.
Really?
Easily.
I think James Wiseman is due to come back, but like we're trying to fit like
He's
maybe
like
3-4
easily,
guys to
because
play together, and they
no
haven't
one
played
could
yet.
stop what they possess.
Dale,
when
I
they're
don't
all
believe you for
clicking.
1 second. www.weirdtakes.com. You do not think that they're coming out of the West. I don't even
I
think you
100%
remotely
do.
believe that. They're not beating
100%
Phoenix.
believe
You don't
that.
think that they can beat Phoenix.
Okay.
Steph is not.
100% think they could beat Phoenix. Like 100%.
When is Steph coming
100.
back? When is Steph coming back?
They said before the playoffs.
Yeah.
You think that? You think that's true?
I think that's true. I think that's very true.
I mean, he avoided more severe injury by wearing his ankle braces, so I feel like he will come back. It's just a matter of when and how will the rotations work once he does get back, and integrating Wiseman and Klay and Jordan and how all that's going to work until he gets back.
If Steph is back like 90-95%, they'll be fine, bro.
I think Steph can come back
They're-
at 85%.
They're fine, bro. They'll be fine.
His foot's hurt, but I think his wrist is still good.
I
He
said
can still flick that.
I
so,
said
you
that in
know.
2016, and it went left.
I love that.
So,
Oh, it just went left. A lot of circumstances also happened in 2016. Y'all not gonna act like
LeBron James didn't take over the league that year and the playoffs.
like Kyrie and Bron didn't do what they do. We're not gonna forget Kyrie and Shaq. We not.
A dynamic duo, huh, Dale?
Yeah. One
and-
without a head case.
So he's not a head case?
On the court, he's not a head case at all.
Right.
He's not. Plays poise, precision, masterclass of what he does.
You live your life on the court the way you
Absolutely
live your life
masterclass.
off the court.
Shout out
Shaq,
John
please
Wooden.
don't say that.
The great legend John Wooden.
Well, Shaq, who do you have coming out of the West?
It's
Phoenix,
going
of
to be
course.
the Phoenix Suns, and it's not even going to be close. Like the way they're
But
going to
time out,
zap.
Shaq.
Conference Finals, who?
I mean, it
before you
depends
get
on
into
what
that-
this. Ron?
Before you get into that, because you was just saying the Warriors aren't going to do it because, and I'm assuming you were alluding to Steph Curry's injury.
Had to.
Now, Phoenix has an issue of their own at point guard. So how are they just hands down, just your favorite?
I think what CP3 brings to the table, he doesn't need to shoot threes for them to win. I feel like he doesn't need to be 100% for them to win. I feel like Steph has to be out there carrying a way bigger load than CP3 has to carry. Pause.
I don't agree with that, but
I mean, CP3 can come out there and get 18 assists with his eyes closed. Correct or no?
no.
With his son, bro?
I mean, Steph
okay.
can just get double teamed without touching the ball. You could just have him out there, and he's going to be impacting the game.
Yeah, and in the playoffs, didn't Booker, his average go down quite a bit? I mean, I feel like he and CP3 really need to split that scoring in order to get the wins. That's what happened
So when
in
the
playoffs.
Warriors get zapped in the second round by the Memphis Grizzlies, can we please come back to this episode and just say Shaq was right?
What if the Phoenix lose to the Lakers in the first round of the playoffs?
Listen. Let's talk about impossible things. That's at the top of the list of everything that can happen in the world. 10
So if the
earthquakes can
Lakers-
happen
so
right
if
now.
AD
Lakers-
came back,
A
So if the
plane can
Lakers
come
go
through
into
this
playoffs-
building.
Wait, hold on. If the Lakers go into playoffs healthy, AD intact, 7 games, Lakers versus Phoenix, you think it's easily Phoenix? How much you got Phoenix winning the series in?
Wait, repeat that again? My bad. Repeat that again?
A healthy Lakers team with Anthony Davis, Lakers fully healthy, going into Phoenix, the number 1 seed. What you have Phoenix winning? What 4-1, 4-2?
4-2.
And he said how much you have Phoenix winning by, and I said how much money you got in your
I
pocket.
can't be a hypocrite. I believe that injuries do affect the game, but I feel like some injuries affect them more. Like Anthony Davis just plug and play with LeBron James and Russell Westbrook. That's not working against Phoenix Suns. If it was a different team, then I can get on that bandwagon. But not the Phoenix Suns. Well, oil machine.
Interesting.
They're going to zap them. It may be 4-1. LeBron's going to be tight. He's going to be upset. But, us LeBron fans, we deal with this. It's nothing new to us.
When we find out the spread in that series, I'm betting you every single game.
That's
Every
fine.
game.
How much do you want to bet?
I'm
Mars, you want to get in on this?
I think the Suns would win.
Haley, you guys feeling lucky about this Warriors? They're not making it out the second round. Who's feeling good?
can't wait to-
I think we can
Yo,
make the conference finals.
I
just
can't
don't think
wait.
we'll make it all the way.
Till the playoffs start. It's going to be such an eye-opening.
I mean, I'm gonna stand and say I'm gonna stand in my confidence, and say yes, we're gonna get to the conference finals. I think the Grizzlies are our kryptonite. I think if we have to face the Grizzlies, it's gonna be messy. I think if we could face the Nuggets, I feel like we could deal with. I mean,
I hope you
the
stand.
Suns even. I just don't want to face the Grizzlies.
You guys look at the Warriors how I look at LeBron James. Like you're always gonna make it. This is not the same team. They're about to get zapped, and it might be by the Memphis Grizzlies. And the thing is with Memphis, their star player can get injured and they play better. That's scary.
That is kind of scary when
Yeah.
you put it that way. But injury, John Morant.
I'm making sense now. This is why people apply to Shaq Army all the time.
Keep the Kool-Aid out your system. Keep drinking the water. It's working wonders for you. Hey, but I want to know: do we really believe like in the Warriors or in the Grizzlies like that? Do we think like the Grizzlies are a real threat?
I believe the bigger the moment, the bigger they're gonna play.
I don't think anyone has them coming out the West.
I
That's
do.
the question.
Oh, not coming out of the West. Like I got Phoenix coming out of the West. I don't think anybody can beat Phoenix. And I feel like the only team that can even match. Listen, if the Phoenix meet the Nets in the championship, Chris Paul's getting his first ring easily. The way they're gonna zap the Brooklyn Nets is not even gonna be funny. It's gonna be like 4-2. I can't wait to come back to this and just be right. I just can't wait. Nobody wants to play CP3 in the playoffs. I'm telling you, they don't. They pray for his injury.
I feel like he's the least of people's worries, honestly.
He just made it to
they not wanted to play Chris Paul.
Texas end in the chat talking about Shaq Army dead. Shaq Army is dead.
Shaq, seriously though, I don't think CP has ever beat Steph Curry in the playoffs. Maybe once.
Steph Curry's always had like some like crazy ass team, like always. Like the first year.
No.
Yes.
Keep going. Let's go with it.
It's been nuts.
Steph's rise to stardom with that whole Lob City thing. He built his name, his playoff presence on whooping Chris Paul. Remember,
let him go.
Remember that crossover and he made CPT and start breakdancing on the floor? You remember that?
Marz, do you see what's happening in the chat right now? The Martians could never. Did you just see how Shaq Army united? We almost just blew up the chat. All right, guys, it's okay. Let's not waste this. Let's not revolt now. It's not even worth it. Not on a Warriors take. I'm just saying. I'm a Martian sometimes, but I don't know. It gets weird. But anyways, Ron, can we move along, or did you have a question for me?
No, you got it.
You said no one wants to play CP, and I was on. Why? What makes you think that?
I don't want to hang the episode up on that. I feel like I'm winning the episode right now, so I would like to keep going.
You feel like you lost that one by even saying that you want to take back that save, but
I don't want to jeopardize it on a CP. I don't want to jeopardize it on a CP3
take. Let's go.
You should have said that. The last time you said I feel like I'm winning the episode, Dale shot like 7 for 7 after that from 3.
I'm chilling.
Remember he doing the celebrations? Hey, the mellow one.
He had me crying in the hallway like Embiid. I could have swore we were going to advance. All right. Anyway, Draymond Green, whether we're the number 2 or number 3 seed, we're going to win a championship. I think we already covered that. That's cap. Does anybody agree with that? No.
Fully healthy, I agree. I agree they could go to the finals, but I still got Brooklyn Nets. Keep going.
Ron, this current news is getting a little weird because I feel like we talked about some of this stuff. But I see some stuff we haven't. Karl Anthony Towns, let me address you really fast, my brother. I can't subject Shaq Army to a player like you. I don't want Shaq Army to follow Cat. I will do it solely. He's just too erratic. I can't trust him to do the right thing on the court. For instance, when Russell Westbrook shoots an air ball, he decides to look up and do funny things like that somebody left a door open. We don't Cat. I can't support that. You changing all the balls in the practice facility to NBA Finals balls, I can't support that. I can't support it after you score 60. I just can't, Cat. So, Shaq Army, we're not on that train yet. I was speaking very highly of Cat because you guys kill him. He's a good player.
He's a loser.
And that's why he changed the balls. He's trying to change the narrative. He's trying to subconsciously get his mind in a winning place and his teammates as well. But clearly he watched last episode and seen Dale and Dub drag him all through the swamp.
I don't drag him through mud. He's a very good basketball player, but he is a loser.
you know KD would be a loser. You know
That's
KD would
untrue.
No, he would be a loser
That's
if he didn't go join Steph.
No, negates Kevin Durant from going. Just take away. Just do his first 8 or 9 years in OKC. He's not a loser.
Oh, okay.
Make second round, Western Conference Finals. He's
Marz,
not.
what do you call it? Semantics? Are we?
No, it's not semantics. It's facts.
Saddiq Bey scores 51 and 10.
Something's in the water for these NBA players. It's kind of gross.
Okay.
Devin Booker going for 40 tonight.
For some reason, we named this episode Michael Jordan Threatened to Retire when the Chicago Bulls tried to trade Scottie Pippen for Tracy McGrady. I told Jordan to make a thumbnail based off of the current news, and he ran with this story like we were going to spend 50 minutes on it. I don't know why he chose this topic, but
let's spend 50 minutes on it.
I don't. That's a weird take to me.
Well, Jordan said that.
No. It's a weird take. I know, but I'm just saying it's a weird take in the sense of I said Scottie Pippen was a bigger piece than Kevin Durant for what he means to the league, and I got laughed out the room. Chilltown almost died.
You just said Scottie Pippen was better than KD. I think that's when he just died. Not the
No. It was top 20 players. Are you choosing Scottie over KD all time? It was never who's better. It's Scottie Pippen or Kevin Durant. I chose Scottie Pippen for everything that he's done for the league. He's actually won championships with Michael Jordan. They had a tag team going. When I look at KD, well, who's had the better career, Dale? You tell me, Kevin Durant or Scottie Pippen?
Kevin Durant.
But that's weird. Haley, Marz, Ron.
Only thing Scottie has more than KD is rings. That's it. You said career. Who has more winning rings?
So why don't you apply that same logic with Michael Jordan and LeBron James? It's about to get hot in here.
What do you mean apply it? I think Michael Jordan's the GOAT, and I don't.
Based off of what?
Hold on, pause. I don't ever bring up Michael Jordan rings versus LeBron. I think
LeBron's leading every other statistical category. Like he's beating everybody.
And this is why you always say based on what? Because you want to double down and go back to Braun has more points. Braun has
no.
Braun has no stats. That's why you always say based on what. So I don't say the ring thing, but you always want to bring up the stat that Braun has more points, rebounding.
So why is MJ better? Tell me right now.
I think he's a more dominant basketball player than LeBron James. In his time, in his prime, people feared the most. He controlled the narrative of whatever was going on in the NBA. Braun kind of in a way did that as well, but not like Mike. Nothing. What Mike did would never be seen before. Go retire, come back, get a three-peat. Before you left, get a three-peat. He played 12 good years.
Going back the rings. Haley.
No, I just said three-peat. What he
Can I make a statement to Haley, please?
Sure.
Haley, this is how you control the show.
I don't know if I wanna get involved in this.
No. This is how you control the show. This is what a winning episode looks like.
You're supposed to control the show.
No, this is what a winning episode looks like.
No, you're bugging.
Cheap jabs.
Yeah, you're bugging.
Hey, Derek, this is Steve Nash, or is he more Russell Westbrook as a host?
He's so erratic. He's bugging. He wants to host like JD.
Westbrook
He want to host like JD, then win the show like Shaq. Don't know when to stop. Want to debate, but then say move on. Like, cut it out. I do a better job than you, though, Ron.
For sure.
Come check out the Gridiron episodes. I do a phenomenal job.
I watched the Tom Brady one for like 10 minutes, and you got out of there. You guys are sickening. And then you let Dub talk so much, it's like, whatever. Yeah, it was going crazy.
Look at Ron. Ron, you got anything to say about what's going on over there at Gridiron?
No, but seriously though, you think Scottie had a better career than KD?
I just got told louder mics control the show. Yo, if my mic is too loud, then I can always turn it down. Like I just don't know if you guys don't say anything. I just want to know who Haley has, MJ or LeBron.
Jack, is that what's going on over here?
Oh,
that's how you dominate the show?
I thought it was Scottie or KD. Now
No,
it's
I-
He changed.
MJ
This,
and LeBron.
this is what he does. This is what he does.
I'm just asking.
This is
Haley
what
a
he
simple
does.
question. This is her
God.
first time on the show. I'm just trying to figure out MJ or
Oh.
LeBron.
And she caught on to you already. She's really in here thinking it's Scotty and KD. Now you ask her about Mike and Braun. Like, what are you doing? He know that
How
was
about-
nasty.
Okay. All right. Well, I always say, I mean, I'm taking LeBron only because I did not get to, watch MJ to the same extent. I didn't get to watch him live. I didn't get to get a feel for him. Yes, stats, you can watch highlights and, look on paper, but like I want to feel the game in the moment. And I've been able to do that with LeBron, most of my life. So, but I'm also going to say, I can respect him as one of the greatest or the greatest player, but it doesn't mean I liked him most of his career. I didn't. I had a really hard time, with LeBron, especially being a Warriors fan.
Why didn't you like?
Weird take.
Yeah, because of the Warriors situation, the 3-1 thing.
Yeah, I mean, he was always like it's hard to like the person that's constantly winning. It's like a Tom Brady. I respect Tom Brady's game, but I don't really like him because it's like he's always dominating the league. It's like you win, like let somebody else have a chance. But it doesn't mean that I don't respect him or think he's the best quarterback in the NFL,
I have a few more questions because now my mind is. First, let's get back to the Scotty and KD situation. Who do you have career-wise,
right.
Scotty or Kevin Durant? And Marz, you can also get in.
Kevin Durant. I'll let you go, Marz.
Oh, I'd rather have Scotty's career, but that's because I just want to win more rings.
Marz. See, like we can fix this. The Shaq Martians, we can do something here. I'm telling you, we have a possibility.
Yo, Marz, who career you would rather, Robert Horry or Kevin Durant?
As in, well, I'd rather have more rings. Like, no matter the player, I'd rather. That's just me.
So say Robert Horry. Say you.
Yeah,
Robert.
I'd rather
say
have
I
Robert Horry. I'd rather have Robert Horry's career than KD.
Okay.
Marz.
If you to ask me anyone with more rings, I'm gonna say I'd rather have their career. KD's a better player than everyone.
The Sharkshins, and you just go and ruin it. It's no way that you want to walk around town being Robert Horry instead of Kevin Durant.
I'd rather have. I'd rather have seven.
It's a lot of
pieces
tales
jewelry
that
than two.
Robert Horry's
That's what I
walking
want.
around and he really the man like that though.
I'd just rather have.
Robert
I'd
Horry
rather
really
have
Where,
seven
Ron? In Redding,
Yeah,
California?
where,
Robert-
Where?
Tell
LA.
us where.
In the
LA,
UK?
San
Where's this
Antonio.
happening?
Yo, Robert Horry really the man like that though.
So you think if Robert Horry?
I'm not taking
KD.
Robert Horry over KD. I
No,
never
but-
said that.
Neither
Oh
am
yeah,
I.
Robert
I'm
Horry
not.
for sure got his
yeah,
cachet, but
I'm not
but
taking.
stop. Stop.
Ron, that was so disgusting and unwarranted.
So Robert Horry's not loved in the NBA community. It's not.
I never said he wasn't.
That's all I'm saying. I'm saying Robert Horry was,
But everybody is loved. Like everybody got their own posse that they could feel like the man about. That's not what this is about, and we know that. Like
What
we're
is it
not
about?
taking Robert Horry and we're not taking Scottie Pippen over KD. We're not doing that.
Yeah, I'm not taking them as players. I'm just saying whoever has more rings, I'd rather that career. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, so that's a weird take, Marz.
I just want to win more rings. That's it. Like if you ask me Bill Russell's career or MJ's, I'm taking Bill Russell's.
See, Marz, I love that you take this angle because I'll be able to use it against you forever. Like I'll always be able to come and kill you with this narrative, and I just appreciate.
But I'm not saying
gonna
they're.
use it
I'm
now.
not saying they're a better player though. So all it is.
So
is gonna...
even if it's like a bench player that never got like Patrick McCaw, you'll take his career over KD's as well because he got 3 rings.
you got to contribute something. That
Nah, Patrick, you just
no,
said
because
it's
I'm not
based
no,
on
because then
rings.
I'm not winning at that point. I'm just there for the rides. If that makes sense.
Patrick
That-
McCaw got in those NBA games.
When did he play in the Toronto series?
I don't even know where his 3rd ring was from. I just
Toronto.
know he had 3.
It was the Toronto year. He played
Okay, so
for
you'll
the
take
Raptors.
his 2 with Golden State.
Over KD's 2, no. Because
No, over anyone that don't have any. Like
Yeah,
Russell
I'd
Westbrook,
rather-
you'll take
I'd
his
rather-
career
I'd rather
over
have-
Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, I'd rather have 2 rings than no rings. Yes.
Your moral values is not that high.
Marz is flying off of the rails. He's unraveling before our very
The point.
eyes.
The point
Your
of the
moral
NBA is
values
to
is
win.
not
I
that
want to win.
high.
What's the problem with that? I
Your
don't care
moral
about. I don't
values-
care about being the best. My point is, I'm in the league. My aim is to win rings. That's the whole point.
So who's your favorite
Everyone
player?
in the league is in the league right now. Steph.
No, just like
Ever.
Um, probably still Steph,
Okay.
but it doesn't mean he's the career I want to have out of any player. It's just
I know
Well,
it's just a Warriors
unless
thing.
Unless they got less rings, which that's so gross.
I don't get
So
what
what?
someone's saying. I want to
Marz.
win more rings.
Marz, so rings matter more to you than like legacy or the impact you leave on the league?
I personally don't care about how people view me. I don't care about what people think of me.
Why you yelling at the lady?
I'm not.
No.
Am I yelling? I didn't know I was. If I was loud.
Marz, yell at the lady. Let's yell at the lady.
I can handle it. Let's go.
But all it is I don't care what people say about me 20 years from now or what people think of me while I'm playing. If I'm in like any professional environment, the aim of sports for me is to win. If I win more than someone else, that's what I want. I don't care if I played 5 minutes or if I played the whole game. It's like I was on a winning team, and that's all I care about.
But do you feel like that, like that's so? I guess that must be what matters to you, because like for me, I feel like if I played 5 minutes and won 5 rings just by sitting on the bench, I'm not gonna feel fulfilled or successful.
Well,
But
that's why I took KD over Patrick McCaw. But like we said, Scottie Pippen, he was a key player on 6
yeah,
rings.
yeah.
KD was a key player on 2, but I'm like 6 is more than 2. I'd rather have 6.
Yeah.
KD's obviously the better player. No one's gonna. Well, I don't know what Shaq's saying, but most of us.
This is the
wouldn't say
thing. When you say
KD's.
career, is more than just the rings, though.
But that's how I like. For me, legacy, KD's probably going to be remembered more fondly than Scotty. I don't know, but for me, if we're talking career, to me, it's just about how much did I win in the time I played. That's how I'm viewing career. That's what I value.
Oh, so you only look at career as how many rings one person got, not MVPs, not scoring title, not none of that.
I personally wouldn't care if I won 3 rings and no MVPs over 2 MVPs and no rings. Personally,
Marz, when did you get so modest?
I've always been like this. No one's ever asked me a question like this. I just don't care.
Welcome to Player's Choice.
Yeah, I just don't care how people are gonna remember me. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, cool. I've got all these rings. I don't care what you think.
Couldn't you say the same and be the leading scorer every year and not have any rings? If you don't care what people view, I mean, Russell Westbrook did it.
Yeah, that's cool. But it's not about I want to win rings so people view me as a winner. I want to win rings because I want to be a winner. So leading the league and scoring and winning nothing, it's like that's what's gonna hurt me. I'm like, I didn't win anything. What was the point of me even playing?
That's just how life is, you know. There's 200 people in here and we only had 55 likes. I haven't had any bad takes all show, so there's no excuse for this.
Chat, has he had any bad takes this show?
Chat, I'm winning this episode right now.
Chat, please, you can put up a poll and we can ask who's winning. But before you do that, I want to know, chat, has he had a bad take today?
Charles Oakley believes Michael Jordan could have won 6 rings without Scottie Pippen. It's no fair that these old heads get to say whatever, but I can't come on here and do my thing. It's just not fair.
Yeah, that was a criminal statement.
A criminal? No.
I don't think so either.
Mike don't win without Scottie progressing the way he does. So I don't know. I guess he's saying that to replace it with another player, but you can't say that so outright. And Charles Oakley is one of Mike's best friends, and he's probably just taking up for his friend that because Scottie's been nasty. He's been nasty to the wrong player, to the wrong person, but he's been nasty. So I think he's just saying that to like negate it because I don't think no one would agree with that. I know I wouldn't.
It depends. Who does he get?
Yeah, he didn't say that. So this is why for take the words for what he said. I don't think Mike wins 6 without Scottie. Because as soon as he got Scottie and Scottie progressed to be an all-star, they didn't lose.
Yo, you guys like all right, yo, whoever just DM me, you're funny. Anyways, moving along. What is next? Whew. Hendrick Perkins says Kyrie Irving is more skilled than Jordan and he is the most skilled player to ever play the game. Let me tell you this right now. Kyrie Irving is not more skilled than Kobe Bryant. I don't care what you guys try to sit here and tell me. I'm not going to believe it. You can say whatever you want. The floor is yours, Dale, to try to cape for Kyrie being more skilled than Kobe Bryant.
I won't cape for Kyrie being more skilled than Kobe. But
that's
if someone sits
take.
down, that's what I was getting at. I don't think it's such a bad take. I'm taking Kobe's skills, Kobe footwork, block work, pump fake pivot over Kyrie. But Kyrie has so much tools. Like so much tools, bro. Like if someone could sit there and say, nah, bro, that man, his layup package, everything, it's second to none. I'd be like, you got it, because you can't negate that.
I mean, just ever is where, like, you can say top 5, like, okay, boom. Top 10, boom. But y'all really let all of that dribbling stuff, like.
It's more than dribbles, though, Shaq.
It's the English
it's like,
off of the backboard. I
no,
heard that last episode.
Like, coming off the screen, bro, pushing the ball in front. Somebody said this on the show, and I watched it. Like just a little boom. Yo, it's really different,
it's nice.
Bro.
It's nice. It's methodical. Every movement has
really
a purpose.
Different. It's different, and I'll be like, God damn, how does that come to his brain to like know? It's tough, bro. It's tough.
It's really poetry in motion when you just watching Kyrie do what he does. It's like it's speechless.
It's tough.
But most skilled player of all time. Man, I don't know. I really don't know. And like when you compare somebody like Kyrie to Kobe, it's like Kobe has the physical attributes that Kyrie didn't. 6'7", crazy athleticism, you know, and all of that. So Kyrie's only 6'3", and he's able to get off everything that he's able to get off, which you could argue that makes him more skilled than some of these other guys because he's doing it with less.
Bam Adebayo believes he deserves to be the Defensive Player of the Year. At this point, I'm the only one making those eye-popping plays. Bam. Bam, that's wow. That's a tough statement, Bam. I wouldn't have went there if that was just me personally. I wouldn't have said that. Ron, you got anything for Bam?
I can't really think of any eye-popping plays that Bam's made on defense this year. He did have that block on Tatum that was last year to win the series. It was either last year or 2 years ago. Tatum tried to dunk on him for the game winner. Bam blocked.
If you're going back there, then we should move on to the next topic.
Well,
that was in the bubble.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, well, I don't. It's not even when I think of Bam this year. I don't think of any just crazy plays that he's made. But I do think we do need to give Bam a little more love because the Heat, they're number 1 in the East, and they hang their hat on defense. So he's a major part of that.
Yeah, I think in the league right now, I mean, there's people that we would have liked to see on defense, like AD and Draymond, people that if injuries hadn't gotten in the way, they would probably be up there. And now what are we looking at? Like Rudy, Giannis, and Bam. So, I mean, compared to those two, I think he's playing well. I mean, we don't have any Dennis Rodmans in the league or, Hakeem's in the league right now. We have kind of more subpar defenders, like not in a disrespectful way, but compared to those guys, I feel like it's a little bit more subpar. But I think Bam's a great defender. I prefer him over Rudy, that's for sure, personally.
Victor Callis with the $2 donation saying Bam Defensive Player of the Year. There was also a donation, a $5 donation. Somebody said it was to Marz. He said he had a better team, I think.
Better what?
His name was like Cammy or something.
What did he say?
He had a better team in the Discord than Marz.
Oh,
hey, your mic's going in and out.
Who, me?
You might have to turn it back up.
Oh, okay. Marz, let me live. All right, are we good now? Are we good now?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's a bit loud, but yeah.
All right, are we better now? Are we better? Hold on, I got you guys. Don't worry about it. All right, I think we should be good now. All right, are we good?
Yes, sir. What's the next joint?
Ron put up a weird stat for Charlotte.
What was it?
They're 500 in every category.
Ron, let me tell you something about Ron because we've known each other for the better part of a decade. He likes little weird things like this. 35 and 35, 17 and 17 at home, 18 and 18 on the road, 22 and 22 versus the East, 13 and 13 versus the West. He likes anomalies like these. He said, should I put this on the doc? And I look at him and I said, why? So Ron, we're here. Why did you want to put this on the doc?
Shaq. I'm not. Go ahead. You got it off. We'll leave that there. Because I wanted to ask you guys, what do you guys think of Charlotte going forward?
Uh,
Do they make it out the play-in?
they're exciting right now. You like LaMelo, you like what they got going on, but I don't know, to be honest. I'm not that's that stuff. And I'm just ready for the playoffs to start. Like, I'm ready. Like, we got to get going for sure.
Moving along.
Marz.
Oh, my bad.
The Charlotte stand a fighting chance in the play-in against they play the Hawks first, and then they got to play the loser of Toronto.
Yo. It's no way my mic is still too loud.
I think they lose to Toronto if they beat Atlanta.
Oh, maybe
Your
it
mic is good.
But I think they can make it to the second playing game.
The chat's saying it's loud. Hold on. Yo.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think they have a fighting chance, but the East it's tough this year. So I think getting past any of the, the Bucks or the Sixers or the Net, there's no way. I don't think.
Okay.
I think next year, or maybe even the next year, like, they have a bright future. I think they might need to switch some pieces around possibly, but I think in the future, heck yeah, they have a great shot, but not this season.
Does Gordon Hayward tip the scales for anybody?
If he was Larry Bird, maybe.
According to some, he is Larry Bird. So does Larry Bird help out the Charlotte Hornets?
If they have Larry Bird, they go to the finals.
Okay.
Moving along. Ron, you posted the Michael Beasley. It was a lot of stuff floating around the internet on Michael Beasley and mental health. Ron, I don't know how much you dug into this or how much you want to touch on this. But the floor is yours.
So, I don't know if a lot of you guys seen this or not, but Michael Beasley, he recently was on a podcast, and on that podcast, he kind of went into, a whole spiel about just mental health and reasons why he wasn't in the league, reasons why he wants to be in the league, and just he kind of just gave his kind of spilled out his heart, and he was just talking about his recent hardships, and he was like, quote unquote, do I have to be in Delonte West's shoes to get help? No disrespect to West or the people in his position, but what does it take? My whole life I asked for help. The people call me crazy. And so, just kind of wanted to open the floor up with that to just kind of talk to you guys about the mental health of an athlete and somebody in his position.
I think Mike, it's kind of crazy. The Mike topic was a little crazy for me when I seen that video, because I remember, he went to 6 or 7 schools. One of the schools he went with, we were teammates for like 2 months. Me, him, Nolan Smith. It was a prep school in Maryland called Southern Maryland Christian, and it got closed down for some lie a person told that would take it that drastic. And everything he said about him, like how people always viewed him, how he viewed as a good basketball player, like, yeah, he could hoop. Like, he had a mob with him everywhere. Like, Mike was probably one of the first ones that he were classified up. Like, Mike was supposed to be in the class of 08, but went back to the class of 2007 and just go to college early to go in the NBA. All type of stuff like that. So you have that much burden, that much pressure, that much things on you from such a young age. Of course, when people telling you need help, it's hard for them to like even take it serious. So that joint was mad, like kind of sad to see, from remembering them days he was talking about where like everybody or anointed him like, yo, you the man, which he was. Like, Mike, everywhere he went, he was like one of the best players. And what caught me based on what he said when he was like, my rookie year, I played 20 minutes, averaged 13 and 6. Jayson Tatum played 35, 36 minutes, averaged the same, but he get more of a chance. He get the key. And it's just crazy how everything's a fit and how they view you to give you that chance to like reach your full potential. Because I think Mike never ever got a chance to be Mike Beasley, who he could have been. It was tough.
You know what's crazy is until he said that, when he dropped that 13-6 line, I didn't realize like that he probably got a good point because
I know
I used to
everywhere
always,
he went, everywhere he went, he played well.
yeah, because I used to always be like, man, Beasley is tough. I go back to Kansas State. He dominated in Kansas State. Go back, obviously, remember him in high school. And then even in the Heat, he wasn't playing bad. But I'm just
Yeah,
like,
no, he didn't play bad nowhere.
I'm just like,
Like,
what is Beasley doing behind the scenes to make him not play? And I mean, basically what he was saying is, bro, I'm not doing anything. All I want to do is hoop. But once they build a narrative around you, it's hard to, break that
to
shell.
break that, right?
Yeah, I mean, with the whole mental health thing and Mike Beasley, like I just seen like a player that's been broken by expectations of the league, peers, because I feel like he was that guy. And for whatever reason, he has that stigma around him. But I think mental health is important, and that's what I always harp on. Like Dub isn't on the show, but like you can't tell somebody how to mental health, and that's the thing with Ben Simmons. Like all the hate that he's getting, like he feels like it's valid, so we just got to respect that. Because more people will feel like a soft spot for what Mike did, but won't feel the same soft spot for Ben Simmons. And I feel the same soft spot for both of them. That's just my take on that. So that's just me. And I don't know if Haley or Marz, you guys want to touch on this. We can move along if you guys have nothing for it.
Go
Ahead, Haley. Well, I just wanted to ask you guys also like continue to go, Haley, but also if you could touch on this point, if you want to just talk to us about how important you think mental health is for basketball players.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that kind of comes to mind, especially throughout this season, especially following the pandemic and everything that's kind of happened last 2 years, and especially with the Ben Simmons situation, I think that we all kind of started off like rooting for him and hoping the best for him. But I feel like there's a certain point, and it can happen to any of us in any walk of life, but you can abuse the card mental health, I think, and we have to be really careful of that, because when you take it too far or use it for your own gain rather than actual mental health, then that can ruin it for everybody else. And I feel like the league might now incorporate stipulations that are going to change certain things regarding mental health and make things stricter, and raise fines and certain things like that. So one person abusing that can kind of change everything. I'm not saying that Ben Simmons is. I feel bad for him. I think he's been through a lot. I think he probably struggles with anxiety and all kinds of things. I can't imagine what he's dealt with walking into like an arena with everyone saying "fuck you," basically, right? Like that. I can't imagine that. But yeah, I mean, it's important, but we also have to remember, like we're grown-ups, we're adults, and everyone has a different pain tolerance. So some people might be able to handle a little bit more than others. So yeah, just being mindful. But I mean, if you have a support system, hopefully that'll be enough for you,
I mean, dating back to 2014, going into my senior season at Arizona State, I came back, I think I was with Ron in Seattle. We were smoking weed. Some weird stuff happened. But I came back, took a drug test, and it came up positive or whatever. So I was mandatory for me to get mental therapist or a psychologist, I guess. I didn't have a problem, but it was just like the university standard. And for me, it was huge. Like I didn't even think that I needed it, but I feel like it helped me cope. It helped me deal with a lot of stuff. And I just had the same meeting with her 2 weeks ago, and I've had her over the last 8 years. We've been together. So for me, I'm like, mental health is pivotal. It's like health is wealth. Like you can go out here and spend money on wild things all you want to, but I tell my teammates all the time, you should probably get a psychiatrist, because it really helps with everything that's going on. There's too much going on in this world to think that you can handle it by yourself. The brain is one of the biggest muscles in your body, and you should work it out. But I mean, a lot of guys are macho men. That's how we were brought up. But I don't know. For me, it helps, even for regular normal people who think they don't need it. That's just my 2 cents on that. So I think everybody should see a psychiatrist or a mental therapist.
Marz, you think we overlook the significance of mental health?
I think for athletes, a lot of people do. Like, even with the Ben Simmons situation, just the fact that people feel comfortable enough to say or even suggest that he's faking it. Like, people forget that athletes are people. Like, to accuse someone of lying about how they feel, and then if he doesn't come out about it, people are just gonna get on his back. But if he does come out, now all of a sudden, if you see Ben Simmons smiling in public, you're like, oh, I thought you were depressed. Why are you smiling? Now it's like mental health doesn't always mean, oh, I'm always going to be sad or I'm always going to be however. Like, it's the fact that people don't understand what it is. And they just think, oh, if someone comes out with mental health, that means if I see them happy, they were lying about it. But things take a toll on you in different ways. And
That's
just being able
nasty
to
too.
just being able to like question if
Yeah.
someone's making stuff up about how they feel, I think that just shows how people really dehumanize athletes in general. Because you wouldn't do that to, like, say a family member or something came to you and said, oh, listen, I'm not feeling good mentally, or I might need time off. You wouldn't be like, oh, but I saw you smiling last week, so are you lying about this now? Like, people just act like athletes are just there to put on a show when they're still people who have lives.
Yeah. And I think with Ben Simmons, like, especially in this day and age, like, everybody wants to have an opinion or, you know, say something about other people when really you should just be focusing on yourself. But
For real.
but I do think that as an athlete, being part of a team, you also need to recognize you do need to put yourself first, because you can't give to others if you aren't good yourself, right? But I think that you also have to look outside the box and outside how do I feel, how do I look, and also kind of balance that. And that's what mental health is. And some days that's so hard. Like, some days you're like, I cannot give to somebody else, but some days you have to say, okay, I'm going to sacrifice how I feel for a little bit to help my team or to help these people. So it's a balance. I can't imagine, but I think it's like you said, Shaq, it's so crucial to have that support system, because you might think you can do it on your own, but eventually you're gonna probably crash and burn.
Yeah, that's the beautiful part about being on the team, though. You pour into
Yeah.
others when you're able to, and when you are lacking the energy or the sufficient capabilities to help everybody else, they pour back into you. And like
Yeah.
that's I think you see that a lot with these teams that thrive. I think behind the scenes, a lot of these guys, they're helping each other out. They really care for each other, as opposed to some teams you could kind of just tell the way that they play on the court, off the court. They probably don't really even like each other like that.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, with everything that Russ is getting right now, I feel like I feel like he got into a different bag when he basically came to the public and said, listen, I don't approve what's going on. I don't like it. I don't appreciate it. Instead of just letting it happen. Like, if it's easy for somebody to say, oh, Russ, you used to do the baby cradle. The baby cradle and what's happening to Russell Westbrook are not the same at all. Like, players come at players and trash talk all they want to, player to player. He's getting attacked by fans. That's the difference. So when but I mean, like the whole situation, like with Patrick Beverley and Cat and the Timberwolves, I'm like, all right, Pat. All right, but that's why I'm off Cat right now currently. But I feel like we did a really good job with that segment. And is everybody comfortable with moving along?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I want to say shout out to Different Juice Podcast. I follow them on TikTok. It's at Different Juice Podcast. They're like one of the first guys where I look at them and I say, oh, maybe you have a chance of knocking off Player's Choice.
And shout out the Pivot Podcast as well. That's the podcast Michael Beasley was on, and when he, went on his whole kind of rant and just, let everybody know how he felt.
Exactly. And go check out Different Juice Podcast. Marz, I like that little eye roll when I said that. That's what I'm talking about. That's how we rock around here. That's that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, like that's the smoke I want. I want that with everybody. But anyways, I don't know where Dell is. I'm pretty sure he's going through something. But we can get into this. Pick the best starting five because I put this in the YouTube. So everybody listen to these starting fives, and when you hear the one that you love, just forget about the rest of them. But we got Magic, Klay Thompson, Larry Bird, Giannis, Jokic. Does anybody like that starting five?
Like it.
Yeah,
It's
I like
obvious,
it.
you gotta like it. Like,
Yeah,
Okay.
Magic. Yeah.
Okay. Steph, Dwade, LeBron, Dirk, Hakeem.
Yeah. I love that. I like the first one. Love this one.
Why? Cause Steph's in there.
Steph,
You too,
Dirk,
Marz.
LeBron. Come on.
I didn't say anything. I was just there. I was just.
Steph's just gonna
being
shoot him
quiet.
right off the floor, huh?
I was being
Deep
quiet.
threes and shimmies, huh?
I didn't want my bias to come out.
Okay,
Deep
okay,
threes
that's
and
another one.
shimmies.
Is that what you guys walk around your house doing, mimicking Steph? Y'all be doing this.
I mean,
Don't lie, Haley. The minute the camera goes off.
well, never
You're
kept a
right.
secret.
Around, remember that. That's gonna be on the shirt. Deep threes and hezzies. Or deep threes and shimmies. That's what it's called, right? Okay.
Good.
The third team: CP3, James Harden, Kevin Durant, Tim Duncan, and Shaq. Why don't we like this team? We need to
That team.
normalize Tim Duncan and
Talk to
Shaq
him.
and Kevin Durant.
Talk
And then you
to
have
him, Shaq.
CP3. The only thing
It's just
missing.
James Harden throwing me off. That's.
But why does he
Yeah,
throw you?
me
Why does
too.
he throw you off?
Me too.
Because he needs the ball so much.
Why
It's
do you
just-
think that James Harden is a selfish player? He's not.
I never said he was selfish. I said he needs the ball so much.
I don't
Why
think
does
so.
he need the ball?
He
On this
deferred to
team, Why does
KD.
he need the ball?
Yeah, why?
Because James Harden doesn't do anything without the ball, so he
he need-
needs the ball.
He needs the ball to beat James Harden, but
Yeah,
James
but-
Harden
yeah.
can shoot.
He's not
Mhm.
going to
Am I-
adapt to
am-
that, though, will
am-
he?
am-
I don't see him
We've
adapting.
never seen James Harden not.
We
be James Harden,
have
so I
we
can
have
only go
no
by
we
what I've
have
seen.
with the Nets we have actually. He took a backseat to Kyrie and KD.
He still had the ball.
He didn't.
He just
Technically,
passed him.
yeah.
He just
Okay,
passed him.
well, he can't
I'd
pass
rather,
with
have,
CP.
I'd rather have CP3 passing than I'd have James Harden. Like for
I
me,
feel like
James
if you
Harden just
tell-
doesn't fit on that team.
I mean, CP3 and Harden played together and it almost worked out,
But it didn't work out.
but it almost did.
Okay, and
I
I
mean-
think the two teams
No,
above
what if,
would
Shaq?
work
No,
out.
what
a lot
if? I
more
mean-
because I think the other teams would work out.
Okay, all right. I like that team because of KD, Tim Duncan, and Shaq. But
But I got hold on. I got a question for these two though, because I'm like, what makes you guys think that Harden?
Who, the
Harden-
Warriors
we can't
fans?
agree that Harden is a good shooter, right? We can
Yeah,
agree.
yeah.
We can,
He's
we
a
can
good
agree that
shooter. He's a good
he
shooter.
can
Yeah,
catch the
absolutely.
ball with two hands and shoot it, and it'll go in.
He's better off the dribble, but yeah.
Yeah.
So what makes you think James Harden can't just sit on the 3-point line and wait for Chris Paul to get him open threes, or wait for KD to get him open threes, or when they triple team Shaq and Tim Duncan, quadruple team them for that matter, he can't just catch kickouts and just knock down open threes?
So is that what you want to limit James Harden to on this team?
Hell yeah.
Then
No,
I'd rather the team that has Klay Thompson on it to do
What-
the
I'm-
exact same thing.
Yeah, I mean, Harden can
clearly
do that,
better.
but will he do that? And
wait, do you
Well,
guys
hold
think
on,
that
just
Klay
adapt to
Thompson
those
is a better shooter than James Harden?
I didn't know there was a discussion for that.
I'm winning the episode. I'm not about to lose on that. I just wanted to throw that out there.
I was about to say,
I didn't really
Ross
want to
Dodds,
defend that.
we're not joining that one.
I don't-
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't-
not having allegiance
I'm
to Shaq
out.
Army right there on that.
I mean,
Or
didn't
in
James
that
Harden
war.
just like, all right, isn't he like third?
Yeah, he passed Reggie like a week ago.
Does
Yeah,
that
he
mean
did.
nothing?
Exactly.
No, it means something. Well
I
done.
mean,
But
can we look at Mars? Can we have this conversation?
It's cute.
No, I want to see the amount of threes. Can we go to career threes? James Harden versus
He's
Klay
taken-
Thompson.
he's ta-
now hold on.
And
With that
time.
being said,
taken
And
a
the
lot
time
more.
missed.
yeah, Klay Thompson has missed 2
Yeah.
full seasons.
I know, but let's just like do the numbers, like that weird thing that we do, like percentages
Well,
over careers. I just want to see
also,
the
though,
total threes.
Harden's at like 36% for his career, by the way.
And what's Klay at?
Like 41. Harden is at 36.2. And Klay.
And Mars, while you're looking at it, just because Klay Thompson would thrive more in a catch and shoot role than James Harden doesn't mean that team's going to be better, because that team's not based on Klay Thompson's shooting. It helps them significantly a lot. Like, we can't help off this guy, but I'm like, that doesn't just all of a sudden negate Chris Paul, Kevin Durant, who you guys proclaims the greatest scorer of all time,
I
Tim
don't say
Duncan,
that.
But
the
if he-
greatest
but-
power forward of all time, Shaq,
Clay's
I
at
think is the best big man of all
41.6.
time
So
behind
it's
Kareem.
about 5.5% difference.
if you have those players like KD, CP3, then you don't need Harden. You don't need that You need a shooter who's going to be able to catch and shoot and, you know, be in the
If that was
corner.
Ray Allen and not James Harden, I'd say that team as well.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind the next time I create these. J. Kidd, Kobe, Kawhi, Kevin Garnett, Joel Embiid.
That's the best defensive team here by far.
That team's
So
tough, undoubtedly.
you don't like that team? You're still going with the Steph and LeBron team?
I like the Magic team.
Dame, Jordan, Pippen, Anthony Davis, and Yao Ming.
I hate that team.
I know, but you only hate it because of
I don't
Yao
think it
Ming.
would.
No, I hate it because of Dame.
What? You don't like? Why?
Here we go.
Oh, I'm not a Dame guy. So
We know
That's
you're
my
not.
bias coming.
After
Hey,
last
move-
episode,
that's my
Mark.
bias coming. That's my
Hey,
bias
move,
coming.
move your head over a little bit. What's
Yeah.
that back there?
Yeah, I see the jersey. I see the jersey.
I
Do
mean,
you
I've
have a
lived in
response to
Portland.
him? To him? You said you live in Portland?
I love Dame. I really do. I mean, Steph is my favorite point guard, obviously, but Dame is definitely a second close. I really love him. I think his career has been rough, to say the least. And I really hope for the best for him while he has a couple more years. But you know, I can respect it. I just don't. Why don't you like him? I mean, I'm curious. I can respect it though.
As Dame as a player, I don't dislike. It's the conversation around Dame that I dislike.
Like he's
That-
overrated.
That people act like he's hard done by and he's just in a bad situation. I'm like, he's not helping. He's not helping the situation.
He's not in a bad situation.
He's not in an
I see.
ideal situation, but people act like LeBron in Cleveland was in a terrible situation.
Thank you, Dub.
And I'm like,
I mean, thank you, Marsh.
I'm more sympathetic to what LeBron was going through in Cleveland than what I am with Dame.
Oh, can you wait? Hold on.
I
Oh,
see.
perfect. I might move my seat back because this is gonna get good.
Oh yeah.
This is gonna
Kick my
get so.
feet up.
Wait. What was worse in Cleveland with Braun?
The fact that LeBron proved he was maybe one piece away from winning, and Cleveland just no matter what just couldn't get him that piece. With Dame, it's like Dame can believe he's one piece away or whatever, but he hasn't proven anything to show that maybe if they got an upgrade on CJ, they could go to the finals. Whereas
Another question. Love that. So is the West ever to your recent knowledge, has the West ever been as easy as the Eastern Conference?
what do you mean? Like the run in
terms
the
of-
West?
In terms of in the playoffs in the West, has it ever been as easy for LeBron when he was in the East?
Oh,
Which is
no.
harder?
The East was easier in LeBron's
Okay,
era than
So
the West.
in LeBron era and in Dame era, it kind of like collided. The things Dame was doing out West and making the playoff every single year, second round, or going to one Western Conference Finals,
Game winners.
like comparable
Yeah,
to if
so close.
that same team and how tough he had them going was in the East, he probably was making the conference finals every time with that team in the East. And we don't view a Damian Lillard.
Against LeBron
No.
teams, you're saying he'd be
No,
in the conference
he
finals
will,
with LeBron.
He'll be in a probably go a higher seed in the East than he was going in the West just because he was in the West. The East was easier, and we don't view Dame as we view LeBron. But say
But that's how Dame views Dame, and
that's
his
how the
fans
media
view
views it based on.
Yeah,
how
and that's
he
why I
was
said
doing
I hate the discourse around Dame that he can be the number one on a championship team. And
it. He could
Portland
be
didn't.
though.
But
They-
what I'm saying is the media seems to say, oh, they haven't put the right pieces around Dame. But in my eyes, how I view Dame needs a player better than him for him to win.
And I agree with that. I've
Which
said
is
that
why
on
I
the show
don't like the
before,
way
and I
people
agree
talk
with that.
about Dame.
Let me-
Unless he would have
so-
to be in a Steph
Wait, is
Curry
Dame
type of
better?
role.
Is Dame better than Anthony Davis?
No, I don't think so.
I think their tiers are fairly similar. But let's say
Yeah.
Dame had a Jimmy Butler. Dame had a player like a Jimmy Butler alongside a CJ McCollum, because CJ McCollum is a third option.
Yeah, I agree
It's
with
not
that.
it's never been the issue of Dame being number one.
This
It
always
was not.
just gets
It was people
nasty.
thinking. It was
Del
always
why,
people thinking
del why.
CJ is always thinking people CJ was a number two.
CJ's a number.
That was 3.
Dame cannot be
I
the
think
number
Dame
one
is-
player. He cannot,
I
but he
think
can be
Dame's
the
a
number
two,
two.
CJ's a three. That's why I say I don't like Dame because I don't.
Why
it's
can't
nothing
Dame
against
be?
Dame.
Because
Yeah,
you just named Jimmy
I don't
Butler,
know.
and that's
I
weird.
mean, it's
That's
harsh for me to say I
weird.com.
don't like
Yeah,
Dame.
that's
I just don't like the conversation around Dame.
Wait. What? I named Jimmy Butler, Jimmy, CJ, and Dame. Dame's number one still in that group.
And
no.
think
I
they
know,
win
but
anything.
where are they going? Are they who are they beating?
That's a good team out west in that time, Shaq. Jimmy, CJ, and Dame is not getting swept by the Warriors. They're not. I'm sorry. They're not.
They're not getting
swept.
swept for sure. They're not getting swept.
And especially with KD out there for sure, making it a series.
It
for
should have been
sure.
it should have been a series without Jimmy. They were leading going into the fourth in 3 of those games, and Dame just didn't do anything, and they lost every time.
Yeah, but
I'm sorry.
Marz,
I'm
that's kind of
sorry.
the same-
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Dame plays bad in the playoffs. When you said, like you told Shaq the other day, that defense are just keying into one person and all that stuff. Isn't that what you said to Shaq?
Yeah, I thought we already packed you up.
Yeah,
about this.
I said. Well, you think so? I said Dame is the main focus. That's cool, but Steph is also the main focus, and he was averaging 36. Like, there's levels to it.
Wait.
And that's what I'm saying.
Wait. Steph was averaging 36 on what team? What was his surrounding pieces? Can I hear all of them? At least name me his three.
Steph, Klay, Dre was the 3.
Oh, okay.
So we had CJ, we had Seth Curry, we had I think Nurkic was still playing. We might have had Covington,
Yeah.
and then we had I'm sorry, Dame. I think Dame is for sure a number one option. For sure.
The only guard I can say is the number one option who's actually proven they can win is Steph. And I'm not putting Dame in that category.
Yeah, but look who Steph had. And I believe me, I think Steph is, number one here. But this is why it's frustrating, is because the people that say that Dame is overrated are the ones that, I don't know, that don't look close enough and don't look at who he's had surrounding him. I just don't think Dame has had the pieces or the time placed into him. I live here. I know that the management is just not the best. The coaching has been a little rough here and there. And so I just think I saw somebody in the chat ask, do I think Dame should leave? Honestly, yeah, I do. I think that would solve everything. Go, move on, but I don't think he will.
Dame should have left 4 years ago.
I think if Dame leaves, he has to go to a team where he's the second best player.
Can we please acknowledge Fluent's presence?
Oh, what's up?
He
Oh.
came in
TikTok
like
legend.
Please acknowledge Fluent's presence.
Hey,
A
Hey, Haley,
TikTok
how you
legend.
doing?
good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. It's nice
You
to see
guys
you.
know each other.
Come on, man. If
Hey.
you're fluent in sports,
Aren't you guys on the
Sports.
same side? Aren't you guys on the same side? You're in Portland too, no?
who, me?
Yeah.
He's in a place that's much
no.
colder and much
No,
snowier.
come on, man. I'm in the Great White North. I'm in Toronto.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Canada.
didn't know
Fluent, I have a question for you. I think you can kind of figure where this is going about Damian Lillard. Marz, have you seen Marz on TikTok? Have you seen anything from Marz?
No.
Oh, he's the great player's choice hope. He is the next guy in line. It's Shaq and Marz is maybe Dale's in there somewhere, but Marz is like
I
the
don't gotta
next
be there.
guy. Oh,
I'm just pulling the line.
There you go. Marz is like the next guy. Like you should see how the reception he gets from the chat, the comments, not TikTok, but everywhere else. He's very knowledgeable, but he says that Damian Lillard's career is a fluke.
Huh?
Is a
When did I say that?
no.
Fluent. I'm just preparing you for
That's
his
new.
nastiness. I'm preparing you for his nastiness.
I said Dame can't win as a number one option. That's what I said.
No, you
Dame
said
can't
Dame wasn't
win as the
clutch.
number one
You
option?
said Dame wasn't clutch. You said Kyrie
I
Irving was
said
more
Kyrie
clutch
was-
than
I
Dame.
said Kyrie was more clutch than Dame. Yes.
Kyrie was more. So are you suggesting that if Dame replaces Kyrie, the Cavs don't win that title?
I'm not suggesting that.
So
how
then what
is-
are you
so
saying?
what is
You
so what has
said
Kyrie? What
Uh-huh.
has Kyrie done over Dame
Mhm.
without LeBron James?
Without LeBron, I don't think he's done anything.
Okay.
But you said that Kyrie
then
was
I don't
more
know
clutch
where
than
I came
Dame.
into this conversation.
Yeah.
No, Fluent.
I've
I
seen-
promise you,
I trust Kyrie in a big game more than I trust Dame.
No, you said that Kyrie's better in the playoffs because Dame has been eliminated from the playoffs, correct?
No, I said Dame has played terribly outside the first round. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. And
I
we
feel like
said
Dame. I feel like Dame took a team to the Western Conference Finals.
He's not
And-
giving any. He's not giving.
You're not
him any
giving
of
him
that
any love
because
for
he got,
that?
no,
Well,
he's not because
yeah,
he got swept.
he made it, but CJ was the best player in the Denver series that they won. I wouldn't say he carried Dame, but CJ was the reason they won that series. And then they got to the conference finals and they had a chance to win at least 2 of those games. And in the fourth quarters of those games, Dame was terrible and they got swept.
If we're gonna judge people on getting swept out of the playoffs, Shaq's guy's out of the conversation for the GOAT. And every single player has had a bad game. Steph has had bad games in that 3-1 collapse against the Cavs. That's literally every.
Steph's his favorite player.
Yeah, everyone's had bad. Yeah,
everyone's had that moment. So how do we disrespect? I see Haley shaking her head because I know she's a big Dame guy. I see Lillard behind.
But with Dame, it's not. Oh, he had a bad series. He gets out of the first round, and every series is a bad series. That's not. Oh, he had a bad series here. Oh, okay. He's in first round against Houston where he hit the series winner. He was great. He wasn't great in the second round. Series against OKC 2019, he was great. Second round, he wasn't great. Conference finals, he wasn't great.
What did he average in the 2019 playoffs in the second round? I don't know numbers.
I believe it might be 22 to 24.
Great playoffs.
I believe against
who they played in the second round.
Denver.
Was it Nuggets?
Denver?
I think.
Oh.
They won in 7, if I remember correctly.
Is the bubble?
That was a crazy game.
The bubble, he got hurt, but he lost in 5 to the Lakers. But I don't really hold that against him.
Oh yeah,
y'all know what he did in that bubble. Don't get to playing. Y'all know exactly what that boy went to that bubble and did.
I don't understand the logic. I'll be honest. I don't understand the logic with the Dame hate.
It's not hate. I just don't think he's the number one option.
I feel Dame. If you're comparing him to Kyrie, I think Dame would be a better number one option than Kyrie.
I would hate Kyrie as a number one option.
Oh, okay.
So I'm saying the only guard I trust to be a number one option is Steph Curry. Like, if you give me any guard to be a number one option, I don't think they can do it. Which is why
Kyrie's number 2.
Let me ask you a question. How would Damian Lillard do instead of Steph Curry with that Steve Kerr system?
It's a great question.
I can't see. I don't see Dame moving off the ball like Steph, and that's what the whole system is based upon.
You don't see Dame. I don't think Dame is
Dame's
ball dominant though.
Dame isn't the best.
I think Dame.
Either.
I think Dame won't give Dame. Look, they're gonna give different things to it, but that offense is predicated on some old school, triangle read and react. Yeah, and I don't feel like Dame would have a trouble. Look, he won't.
I don't think there's no trouble for Dame.
I don't think it's the same as Steph. Yeah, I don't think it's the same.
It'll be different. But I still think.
But I still think a winner.
A winner.
No,
yeah.
But I don't think they win pre-KD without Steph. If you replace,
you don't think? Okay, so you don't think that finals Steph first ring when Kyrie and Kevin Love getting hurt? You don't think Damian Lillard instead of Steph in that series is winning that championship?
They probably lose to Memphis in the second round.
No,
when they were down 2-1 in 2015, they probably lose that series if they have Dame instead of Steph. In my opinion.
Why is that though? I'm just asking.
Because first of all, I don't trust Dame outside the first round, and second of all, Steph was a big reason why we even won that series to begin with, and I don't think Dame can perform to the level of Steph in the playoffs.
Interesting. Did you find the stats?
Oh yeah, he averaged 25 in the Denver series on 40% shooting and like 28 from 3 and like 80% from the line.
Marz, who you got? Who's a better player, Kyrie Irving or Damian Lillard? Who do you want to center your team around? Not better player.
If I'm building a team and they have to be my one option, I'm taking Dame. If it's a number 2 option, I'm taking Kyrie.
Okay.
I'm taking Dame in both. I think Dame disrespect is a different one. Dame is really that boy.
He really is.
I don't like. I think Dame's
really
the third best point guard in the league. I don't get where I'm disrespecting him. Unless you.
No, I didn't say. But you're bringing up you're bringing up him and how he does on Portland teams that before the season come, no one's giving Portland teams any credit.
But
you're watching Portland because how Dame wills them to the playoff and the things Dame does. That's why you're watching. That's why you're interested in Portland.
Well, that's cool, but I can still say I expect you to not fall off a cliff the moment the first round ends.
I don't think he falls off a cliff though. 25 and 7 assists.
On terrible efficiency, like that's falling off a cliff.
Fluent. The question was, first off, good to have you, my good friend, sports underscore fluent.
It's nice to see. It's not fluent underscore chill because we're all about the fluent and chill. We have changed that up. So FYI, I appreciate that.
When is Fluent and Chill gonna move to the Players Choice channel? Now I'm being nasty.
When you make us an offer that we can't refuse.
I just see a future. That's fair enough.
Yeah, you deal with Tony. You got to give me a little mob so give me an offer I can't refuse.
Fair enough.
I just want to make my
Mob
last.
fluid.
I just want to make my last Dame take that in the second round he shoots 39% from the field and 33% from free, and then in the conference final.
But isn't part of that?
You're playing better teams.
But hold on.
Yeah, and he falls off a
But
cliff.
it's not just better teams, but isn't part of that being because he's the number one, because he has limited options. Let me finish. Let me finish, Marz. I love the accent, by the way. Because he's the number one option, because people focus on him, because his number 2s and 3s are nowhere near the level of Steph's 2s and 3s, that of course the defense is focused on him and his numbers will go down. I feel like you can pick any player and you can pick through the rounds for everyone, right? Like I'm going to pick on LeBron because that's what I do. In 07, he was great till the finals against the Spurs. Sure. His shooting percentages, against the Spurs in 07, his shooting was terrible. Of course. He shot 20% from the 3. Of course. Any player. Again, I just picked one red. It happens. So to say that Steph, who had Klay, who had Draymond, who had Iggy, who had all these pieces around him, was better later on in the playoffs when you couldn't necessarily focus strictly on how did Steph do when he didn't have KD and Klay against Toronto? And when they went box and one on him.
Great point.
Did he do well when they boxed? No. When he didn't have Klay.
He averaged 31 that series.
Not that series.
He scored 47 without Klay.
There's only one game without Klay.
He scored 47 game 3.
How was his shooting? No, he had Klay in game 3.
No, Klay didn't play game 3 and he got hurt in game 6.
Klay got hurt in game 4, I think. No,
I thought he got hurt in game 5.
He had an injury and it was a.
And again, I don't know the stats, but I know that when they boxed in one on Curry, of course he isn't going to be as productive or efficient. So I'm just saying, I think picking that kind of as the series goes on, I think it's doing Dame and his game a disservice.
For
But
sure,
what I'm saying is, by the fact that he's falling off like that, you guys can say it's because his number 2 and 3 isn't good enough. But the way I'm seeing it is, I think he should be a number 2, and someone else better than him needs to be on the team, and that's all I'm saying. Dame's great.
That's the main
I just don't see him as a number
question,
1.
and that's what I want to ask you, Fluent. Can Dame win anything in this league as a number 1 option, or in order for him to win a championship, does he need to be the number 2 or even 3 option?
Like everyone in the history of basketball, can he be a number 1? Yes, but it's going to depend on who his 2 and 3 are. That's the way the league is. No one.
Yeah.
Who wins it alone?
Yeah.
No one.
I feel like Dame can replace Steph.
I
do
like
too.
I do too. I think he'll give you something different than Steph, but he'll still win. I think he'll still win.
And Kyrie can't do that
right now.
I don't think Kyrie could replace Steph in that offense. I don't think so.
Neither do I.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm listen, I know I'm gonna get heat for this. He's got a bag, but he's just not that guy. Like, he can do all the things. He's just not that guy.
And yes, I had 47 without Klay, by the way. It was Klay didn't play.
2 teams that Dame can go to right now and be a number 1. Well, no. I mean, yeah, you could say one of the teams be a number 1 option, and they'll have championship, aspirations. Obviously, the Miami Heat. You put Dame on that Heat team, he's the number 1 option. That team is insane. Another team too, and he'll be like 1A, 1B.
Boston.
But it's on Boston. Yeah, exactly.
I knew you was going Boston.
If Dame was to get dropped in Boston, that'd be a nightmare.
I like that. Yeah.
And I like him in Cleveland as well.
If I may, I'm going to go back a step because game 6, closeout game for the Raptors, Steph Curry, right? Klay gets hurt near that game. He plays 41 minutes. He shot 35% from the field, 27% from 3. Oh, he stinks.
Yeah, he was 6 or 17 that game, I think.
Not for us. For Marz, he stinks.
Right, but that's what
no,
I'm
because I've seen Steph show up enough to say, okay, he had a bad game.
Like, I love the team Steph is on. I love the team that Steph is on to show up.
That's my issue with Dame. It's not that it's a one-time thing. It's
so Marz, if Klay is traded for CJ McCollum, how do you think that the Portland Trailblazers fare in the West?
So if it's Dame and Klay.
Yeah, Dame and Klay and Steph and CJ, Draymond, they still got the whole squad over there.
Golden State win.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I agree. It's still not enough for the.
I'm
the
never
Blazers.
gonna.
They don't have enough.
There's not gonna be a situation where I'm gonna take Dame over Steph in the
I,
series.
I look
Honestly,
like Klay
that's
is
a
an
very tougher
all-time.
series.
It's
That's
an all.
a very
Okay, hold on.
tough
Klay is an
series.
all-time
wait,
game
can I ask-
changer.
CJ cannot play like Klay.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. What if you trade Steph for Dame? How do the Trailblazers fare against the Warriors? You still take you taking the
How much
taking
does
the
Steph
Trailblazers?
struggle? Marz, how
You
much
said
does
you'll
Steph
never
struggle?
take a series. You're never
Would you
taking a
hate
series.
Steph
Right.
What do you mean? Would I hate Steph?
if
Steph
he
is
was
in-
traded
Steph
for?
is
If
in
he
the
was
top-
swapped with Dame, or do you think that Steph would still perform?
I think I think a big portion of Steph's success comes from the system he's in.
Right.
Okay.
So answer the question. Do you think he
Who
performs?
you taking? Trailblazers
Is
or Warriors? in
Steph
that?
solo nasty? And obviously, I know he'd have CJ.
No,
but
it's-
is
it's not-
Steph
it's-
by is him by himself. Is that?
They
Are
don't.
we looking at Steph like you're not really like that?
They don't win a ring in Portland if it's Steph instead of Dame.
No,
Like,
I wanna
they're-
know
they're-
would
do
they're
they
Steph
get
still
struggle?
winning.
swept?
They
Right.
don't. They don't get swept.
Does Steph struggle?
What do you mean by struggle? Like Dame
Mars.
level struggle, or Dame level struggle, or his percentages drop? There's
Any struggle
different
that you
things.
want? What you paint the picture for me? I'll let you. You have the paintbrush,
His percentages will go down,
but not as much as Dame's does. Is what
not
you're
as
saying.
much as Dame's. He
And that's
wouldn't shoot
based
below
off
40%
of
in a se- he
emotion
wouldn't shoot
and
below-
how you feel about the situation.
No, the fact that even when he didn't have Klay Thompson, who was Klay Thompson, and David Lee got hurt, he still didn't shoot below 40% in the series. And he played against the San Antonio Spurs, who won the title that year. And he was still a young Steph. So for me to assume prime Steph is going to shoot below 40% in the series, it doesn't make sense to me.
Marz, we have
It
seen
should make
Steph
sense.
disappear
It
in
should
series
make
too,
sense
though.
to you. It should make sense to you.
He's had bad series. I'm not going to doubt that. It's just
Okay.
at least they're later in the playoffs.
I guess the
than Dame.
defense is just gonna let Steph run around and do whatever. I guess they'll just let him beat him.
Alone.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
don't do
that's-
that. They don't do that now. And he still
That'd be
makes it
that'd be a
fast.
nice free for all. I don't understand why the chat keeps saying that Marz is killing right now. Marz, I feel like we have our foot on your throat. I'm not even kidding. You have no leg to stand on. This is the second show in a row where you've died on this Dame hill.
Because it's right. I'm not gonna come off the Dame hill when I know.
You
for a
just said
fact
that
he
Steph will
doesn't
perform
in
better
the
than
second
Dame
round.
in Portland. No, he won't. Get that out of your imagination. It's not
Okay,
going to
but you're
happen.
saying no, he won't because why? Like
Because
what's the reason?
because you guys killed James Harden, all of his numbers. Why does every other player's numbers go down, but Steph's wouldn't? Because he's your favorite player?
But I don't think Steph needs to have crazy numbers to be great. That's the thing. He impacts the game without having great numbers.
Based off of
Time out.
what with
Based-
what?
What do you
year-
mean based off of what?
Last year when he led the league in scoring,
His
we
team
can
was
talk
30,
about
his
that.
team
His
was
team was
37
terrible.
and his team was
His team
37
was-
and
his
25
team
when
was-
he played.
Did
His
they
team
get
was
packed
37
up?
and 25 he played. They went 2-9 when he didn't play. That's why they were in the play and they would have been a 6 seed. I can get into my Steph Curry bag last season if you want to, because I know for a fact that team was good when he played.
Get into that bag.
100% that team was good. They were gonna make the playoffs without a play-in.
Get into that bag.
37 and 25. He missed
I'm
11 games.
Marz. I'm not getting to any Steph. I'm
So-
not getting to
so you
any
think-
Steph
How
bag.
about Steph losing to the Grizzlies and playing at home? You thought that wasn't like a shot to you, or you thought like that was
I thought we were gonna win for sure.
okay? Oh, okay.
And you guys
I
got
said
packed
Steph
up, but why did you get packed up? And how did Steph perform?
Steph scored what, 37?
What did
Yeah,
he
it
shoot?
wasn't. It wasn't a
I
solo.
just wanted to know.
Steph issue.
I just what was it?
You
A
can't
team
say
issue?
the points because we're not basing it on points.
Yeah, I just
Because
asked a simple question. You guys jumped
said
off a
Dame
cliff.
averaged 25 and 7 and 8, but then you said it was 40%. Steph percentages was like
Steph
50%.
Steph wasn't inefficient in the play-in. For sure, he wasn't inefficient.
was one
Mars.
game.
Mars. The
It was
bottom
two.
line
He
is
played the Lakers
the
and
bottom
I
line.
forgot he played the Lakers.
The bottom line is if Dame and Steph were switched, Dame will be your favorite player. End of discussion.
I agree with that.
End
I
of
agree with
discussion.
that, though.
And that packs up.
I'll say this. There's an exception. Steph might be his favorite player, and he'll be making excuses for Portland that they don't surround him with enough talent.
Got you.
Like Dame
I got
That's
you.
what Dame people do now.
But I'm
These
not saying I
Martians,
expect Dame
my
to win the
God.
championship. All I'm saying is he doesn't perform to
Would
his
Steph
level.
still be your favorite if he didn't play for the Warriors? That's what I'm trying to figure out, because you claim that he will be able to carry any team to the highest of highest mountains. He'll do better than Dame.
I never said that. So
Okay.
now you're
So
putting
if
that-
Dame and Steph are switched, who's your favorite player? Who would it be?
Probably
Do you think that Dame would be able to perform like Steph? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Because I'm here to tell you that it will be close. Dame in that same exact system, it will be very close. And if you put KD there, it's going to be even closer than you think.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't get what you want me to say. If you replace Dame with Steph, I don't think they win 2015. I don't think they win 2016. If you give them KD, I think they win.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's it.
Okay. All right.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's a very weird take, but I mean, Marz, I gotta respect it. You know, you're a former Shaq Army.
Well, if we're gonna be 2016, Dame isn't the same Dame we know now, so that's one take to start with. 2015 Dame for sure isn't the same Dame we know now. So
what was Dame 2016?
It was easily 23, 24. I don't know.
No,
Just off
he
the
was
top of my
probably
head, but I know it
he was
something
probably
like
25 a game, but Steph was unanimous MVP. And if we're gonna go 2015, 1 year before, Steph was again the MVP. Dame wasn't on that level of Steph yet. He didn't come into that level of top point guards, like top 1-2, until like 2019. So if we're gonna put Dame in that system from 2014 onwards, we're putting prime Dame, not the Dame that grew. So I think that's another thing we should consider.
Okay. Marz, you got a point, but also when you have elite weapons around you and elite playmakers and a defense to back you, it is a little easier.
Don't forget the system.
Yeah, it's a little easier.
25 and 8.
Steve Nash got back-to-back MVPs.
27 and 6
because of a system. Come on,
27.
Oh, wait. Fluent. I love where you just went because I have a question from earlier on in the show. If Steve Nash and KD are together, do you think they ever go up 3-1 on those 2016 Warriors?
If Steve Nash and KD are together, they
instead of.
Yeah, you thought it was
why Fluent? Give us a fluent reason why they beat them.
It's always these moments where I'm winning the episode and something wild happens and I just lose all momentum. Thank you for that, Fluent.
I'm not a big fan of the Warriors. I think they came in a time, it's a right system. It was a right grouping of players. If you take a piece away from them, I don't think they're as good as we give them credit. I don't even think their 73-9 season was as great as people think.
What do you mean by that?
I think we're tricked by the record.
So like the regular season wasn't that good, or the season as a whole, like the way it ended and everything.
Well, the way it ended clearly was
horrible. Yeah. That's why. That's why I understood. But I didn't know if you just said the regular season.
I think we look at the 73-9 number and we think of a team that's probably better than they really are.
Oh, Marz.
And I think they showed it in the finals. I don't know. Listen, I'm sorry, guys. I was working. I did not see the beginning of the episode, so I don't know.
I did know. I mean, yeah.
Shaq, Dub.
Aliyah got to bring it back up.
Shaq, Dub, and Ron talked about 2016 coming back 3-1, and they'll get mad that I chose Steve Nash over Russell Westbrook. If I'm picking a player, I'm taking Nash over Russ.
Of course you are.
No.
I know I am, and Shaq preferenced this question without the biggest. I don't even know how long he lives in Canada, but Steve Nash is from Canada, Shaq. So I don't know how long you went that.
He's actually born. He's actually born in South Africa, but yes, he was raised in Canada.
So I picked Nash, and most of me and Marz was like, no, I think Nash, if he's up 3-1, Nash is closing that deal if it's him and Kevin Durant. They're saying that it don't even get to 3-1, they're getting swept. And because Nash is not the scorer Russell Westbrook is.
He's not the scorer, but he's also not the turnover machine. He's a better shooter.
He averaged only
playmaker.
one less turnover, and Russ was still a selfless passer. I don't want to get back into this.
Easily average 8-9 assists though.
Easily. Yeah, I don't
say playmaking. If it's a new entry, we could go into a little bit until Marz get back.
Oh no! I mean, I want to address Marz while he's gone because he's going and patting himself on the back in the bathroom because the chat is absolutely going crazy for him.
Marz is in there looking himself in the mirror like I told you could do it.
Listen, no, 1,000%. There's 220 people in here and we only have 105 likes. I just brought that up for no reason. But Marz is getting the reactions that I used to get. I used to relish in these moments, and now Marz is me. I'm the shell of myself.
What they say he pack up the Dame Lillard tape?
Oh, he said 1-on-5. He packed us all up. Ron didn't stand a chance. Haley, Fluent, Dale, Shaq, what are you guys talking about? Marz spin. Marz, I don't know how you galvanize the troops, but it's impressive. I will say that. It is impressive.
What did you?
What did I do?
You I don't know. I like it though.
Listen. There's popular takes and there's correct takes, and unfortunately, the likes go to the popular take, not the correct one.
Got you.
It happens.
Got you.
I was
It
for sure
happens.
correct, but
Yeah.
that's what it is.
It happens.
It has to be the accents. It has to be.
I'm
like,
telling you, I'm actually thinking about switching over to his and saying Steph's the greatest. I don't know.
That Dame, I could not get on the Dame hate train or the Dame. I can't, bro. Not Dame Lillard, bro. He's one. Nope, no sir.
Mars, get out the
comment.
Mars, let me tell you right now. Stop looking at the chat. They're just building you up to break you down. I'm telling you, this is what happens. In a couple of months, they're just going to tear you down.
Yep, they're going to turn on you. They will turn on you.
I see Egovus Savage saying I did nothing.
The one. But I'm just letting you know. Me and Dale smell blood. We know where to beat you. And, we'll let you have some, but trust me, we know your weak points. Moving along, Mars, I have a question for you.
Mars, are you killing that double team?
I haven't got on Mars yet.
Well, yeah, we haven't applied any pressure. I mean, last episode a little bit. He was a little frantic. He was all over the place.
Last episode was gross. I can't argue the Dame take because when you keep going to numbers and doing all that stuff, it doesn't. You're negating Damian Lillard literally just willing that Portland team in the West to the playoffs. Like every single year, just making them relevant. I don't care what happened in the second round and the third round and what you say, but when you don't have the supporting cast like a Steph Curry or whoever you're playing against, it's very, very difficult. Very difficult.
But I've seen Russ will teams to the playoffs. I'm not taking Russ as a number one option on my team. That's the point. I think Dame is a number two. That's it. I've seen Russ carry teams to the playoffs. I don't want Russ as my number one.
I think Damian Lillard is a number one player. You just have to.
Yeah, that's cool. You think Damian number one? I think he's a number two.
Because of what? But you're basing it based on him losing to a better team.
No, based on the fact that no guard who's other than Magic, who's 6'9", and Steph has ever been a number one on a championship team.
But you cannot say that because if you put Dame Lillard in Steph Curry shoes, they'll be the same. You need a team,
but that's
bro.
Cool, but that's not what happened. I can't.
That's like saying.
That's not fair. That's not fair. That's not fair.
You can't.
Listen, hold on. Based on what you're saying, AI should be in that group just for taking that bum ass Philly team to the championship.
I want to hold on. You got to rewind this whole. Whoa.
Why would I put AI?
I liked that Philly team.
Why not?
Did you just say?
Because he never made it past the second round
again. Did you just say Steph and Magic are the only two guards to carry a team to a championship?
And Isaiah Thomas.
He didn't bring up point guards. He means point guards. He means point guards. That's
why
he didn't say Michael Jordan.
Well, I meant
small
guards. I meant small guards, and that's why I said Magic doesn't count.
So for the record, Steph's not a point guard.
Thank you.
He plays the point guard position.
Mars, we've covered this.
Because the NBA lists a guy as a point guard doesn't mean he plays the point guard position. He doesn't play the point guard position. He plays the off guard position. You know why? Because he doesn't work as that primary ball handler. He's not the primary distributor. Therefore, he's not a point guard.
Well, he has the ball the most on the team.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Every stat will disagree with you saying that. He has the most touches on the team, the most.
No, that's touches. Who's the primary ball handler on the Warriors?
His time
when they're at their best.
His time of possession.
No. Don't give me numbers and all that.
But that's what the numbers are a representation of what's happening.
No, it's not because I cannot.
What? The numbers are the numbers.
I can bring up the ball and give it to you, and you have it for the most.
That's why I said front. That's why I said front court touches. Front court touches. He has the most.
Who's the primary ball handler?
Steph Curry.
Who's the primary distributor on that team?
Draymond Green.
Interesting. I disagree with you. I disagree with you.
Okay, you can disagree with me, but the facts are going to disagree with you.
The facts are he's not the primary ball handler.
Mars, you're not winning this show. You're not winning this show right now.
I don't need to be winning the show because if you guys want to disagree with the facts that Steph has the ball.
Okay, I'm sorry, Mars. I'm sorry. Can we move on to the next topic?
Sure.
Take off the machine, War Machine. Relax. I'm sorry. I know it's a tough week on TikTok. Oh, Fluent. Mars is having his initiation week on TikTok, so he's a little on his toes with everything, and we understand.
I'll be sure to give you a follow.
No,
hates me, so I'll be sure to give you a follow. I don't know if that'll help or hurt you, but TikTok hates me.
Hey, Fluent, do you have anything to say to your buddy that's not on the show right now? Your buddy Dub Zero?
Get well soon. I know what you're dealing with. I hope
Mars. Mars, I'm so happy you're a part of Player's Choice. I feel like I deserve to give you some flowers. You remind me of Dale, back when Dale used to be Dale. Now Dale's like reformed, in my opinion.
I'm so reformed.
Yeah. From what Player's Choice used to be, but you give Player's Choice that fresh spark, that energy, and I like it. Fair enough. Okay.
Thank you.
I have a question. Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Shaquille O'Neal, all-time Lakers versus Steph Curry, Michael Jordan, Kevin Durant, Hakeem, and Bill Russell. Who wins?
Why is Bill Russell the center on our team? Well,
Yeah,
not on that
I
team.
was gonna say, can it be better?
We're gonna get Tim Duncan or something.
Yeah.
You feel like that's what turns the tide?
Yeah.
I think it's a lot closer if it's Tim Duncan instead of Bill Russell.
Did Kareem play against Bill Russell? No, right?
No, he played against Wilt, not Bill.
Yeah. So
Late
wait,
in
why
Wilt's
is Bill?
career.
Why is Bill on this team though?
I don't know.
I
I don't
have
know.
no idea.
It's called Lakers versus the
Bill
field.
is weird.
Yeah,
Bill is
I
weird there.
wouldn't put Bill because he's out of my
Yeah.
top 10, so I wouldn't put him as a starting center on a team.
You
Bill
can
is
put
weird there.
you can put Wilt, and I'm still choosing the Lakers. I'm still choosing Magic, Kobe, LeBron, Kareem, and Shaq over Steph and MJ, who are going to literally be fist fighting for shots. Kevin Durant's going to be out there shooting very efficiently. Hakeem, does he not get the ball? What else is going? Whoever you guys can put whoever at center. Who you guys want to put? Jokic?
No.
I said put Hakeem at the 5 and put Timmy at the 4.
Wait,
Tim Duncan at the
Haley.
4.
Wait. Haley, how do you feel about Jokic? Because I didn't like that tone of no. That was crazy.
Oh, no. He's not my favorite center at all.
I honestly feel like
I
Jokic.
respect him.
I think he's going to go down as the
But-
top 5 centers of all time.
Really.
I agree.
Yeah.
Can y'all name
Okay,
your top
here's
5
my
right
thing.
now after Haley speaks? No, it's
Here-
gross.
Here's my thing. I think fundamentally he's so sound, so incredible, a great playmaker. But I guess he's just more of a boring player. So not that that's
Oh, the
goes
Dale
into
take. No,
who
that's
he
the Dale
is.
take.
But no. I'm not saying that should.
That's Dale's
decrease his
exact
greatness
take.
in any way.
Dale
But
doesn't like the
I
way he
think, like-
looks. I think he needs a few more tattoos, or maybe hit the
No.
tanning bed, and Dale will respect him.
Oh my God.
For sure, hit
I
the tanning
respect
bed.
him.
That would hurt.
I just think Embiid is better, and that's all.
Yeah, I
think
agree.
Joel Embiid is better.
I think
agree.
if
and I think the energy he brings and the leadership that he brings, all those tied together, that makes Joel a bit better to me. But I respect the hell out of Jokic.
Haley, what I'm trying to let you know is, if Embiid looked like Jokic and Jokic looked like Embiid, Dale would say Jokic is better. I don't know why. It's just a weird take. It's a feeling that I get, but I feel like
think that's not true because
I
I
think
think
it's his
Luka
energy,
is
right,
top 5.
Phil?
So what does that mean? I think Luka's
Mars. Do you
top
want
5.
to? Okay, Mars. Do you want to team up for this top 5? Where do you want to put Jokic in? He told us to name our top 5s.
Top 5
Center.
centers.
Yeah, top
Right now or all time?
all
They-
time.
all time. They said all time. Oh, he's for
All
sure top 5 right now. It's like he might be number 2
Well,
Behind who?
one,
Number 2.
behind Embiid.
Oh, okay,
1 and 2, I have Kareem and Shaq,
I'm with you.
and then 3, I'd put Hakeem.
I'm still with you.
4, I'd probably go with David
What?
Robinson.
And that's where I go left because I feel like Jokic is a better player than David Robinson. And I feel like it's not even close. As far as career-wise,
Oh, is
Mars-
it better?
know
I thought we were going like careers, like legacies.
No,
and all
no
that.
legacies for sure, but I just feel like Jokic's legacy and he's a better player than all of them. It's the same nod that I give to Kevin Durant.
Oh, if it's better players, I have Jokic as a top 5 center already.
Yeah. Based off
Oh,
of
yeah,
talent,
yeah.
Jokic might
name
be.
that list.
Oh, it would be Kareem, Shaq, Hakeem, Jokic.
Doesn't
Probably
matter.
Probably still David Robinson.
Hold on. You don't have Wilt in your top 5?
I
Fluent.
don't-
We don't do that.
Judge. I don't.
We don't
judge
do that.
players.
Wilt?
We don't play
Wilt
those
top
games.
Wilt?
You can because you're more familiar with that era, but me and the younger guy Mars,
I don't go to Wilt game either, but I really think Embiid is better than Joker, and I'm baffled that it's like
Fluent,
so easy.
if you
for
want to break
guys.
it down for us,
I'm baffled. I'm trying to figure out how you don't have Wilt in your top 5.
I think Bill
Oh.
Russell was better than Wilt.
Bill Russell as an individual player?
Yep.
Wow.
I think his impact on the game was bigger.
I'm
than
not
Wilt.
gonna go that far. I know I didn't see neither of them, but I'm not gonna go that far at all.
I just think his impact was bigger than Wilt.
The difference in defense between Wilt and Russell is closer than you think. Russell is a better defender, but between him and Russell is closer. But the difference in offense is astronomical between Wilt and Russell. Wilt was shooting 15-foot turnaround fadeaways. He had a bag. He led the league in total assists. He could pass. He could score. He literally could do everything offensively, whereas Russell could not. And the only difference between Wilt and Bill, wow, the only defense is difference, and it's not that different.
I think he impacted the game more. I think whoever impacts the game more is better.
What happens if you put Wilt on those stacked Celtics teams that were running the table?
Saying the team was stacked is a myth. They had the same amount. Wilt and Bill played with the same amount of all-stars in their career.
You have to. The thing with Wilt and Bill, it's not about the team. It's about the mentality. So if you changed Wilt's mentality to be a team guy, then yeah, he wins more titles than Russell on any team. The problem with Wilt was that he wasn't a team guy, whereas Russell was the ultimate leader, team guy, whatever. He sacrificed a lot to be on those teams,
which is why I think he's better.
But I still think when we're talking about skill, no, like there's a reason Bill's one of the greatest defenders of all time, but Wilt torched him.
Well, he averaged like 28 and 28, but his scoring wasn't that impactful before.
28 seems pretty good to me.
Yeah, but his scoring impact wasn't as high as I've had this take before with a different player, but his impact of his scoring wasn't that high anyway. His team's offenses weren't great, whether he scored a lot or not. His team's offenses got better when he started passing the ball more. He just shot a lot of shots and got a lot of points.
We're confusing team with what we're talking about, which is who had a skill set, who's the better player.
I value better as who impacts the game more, not who's more skilled or whatever. Because skill doesn't make
who impacted the game more than Wilt.
Bill Russell.
I disagree.
Yeah, that's cool. I never watched them. I'm just saying what I think based.
I didn't watch them live. I'm not that old, but I've watched as every single game that I could between both of them, and his. Again, the team makes a difference. The mentality makes a difference. But if I'm just looking at if I'm looking at a player, just player versus player, not looking at accolades, team success, just player, Wilt dominates him in every single category. Statistically, athleticism, skill. You guys like to use the term. I don't like it. The bag. It's all Wilt. Wilt gets every single check.
I think Wilt. I'm not going to argue that Wilt was more skilled than Bill Russell. I'm not going to make that claim. Yeah. But I think you could make an argument that Kyrie is more skilled than Steph, but I don't think anyone would make the claim that Kyrie's better than Steph at basketball, if that makes sense. That's the similar way I feel with Bill and Wilt Chamberlain.
Here's what I feel. I feel that if Bill doesn't have 11 titles, no one gives a shit about Bill. Excuse me. That's what
I agree, but I think his greatness and what made him so good was the fact that he was able to impact a team so much that they could win 11 rings. If he didn't impact the game to win anything, then why would I care about him?
The actual factual, Haley, I'm getting a lot of inquiries. I hope I said that word right about your social medias. So if you want to give yourself a shameless plug right now, so they can stop DMing me about you, you can shout out all your handles.
Yeah. So my handle's out of my league. So _ Outa OUTTA my league _ that's my TikTok. I have about 25K. It's been growing. It's been good. I will warn you, there's a lot of Warriors content on there. But I do try my best to kind of be unbiased and give fair takes. So, And then my Instagram is the same. So that's kind of in the process of growing. But yeah, I mean, overall, I just like to, hear your guys' takes, and it's a little community. I've built a really cool community. Everyone's awesome on there, really supportive. So yeah, go.
How do you and Fluent know each other?
TikTok, actually. Fluent was quite a bit bigger when I first joined, but he was definitely, you guys probably know, like Light Out, Hoopology.
Yeah, we know that guy.
We can Haley, we could tell the truth. I mentored Haley a little bit. I gave her some advice. She
Yeah.
had some questions, and
Yeah.
to everybody, I'm always open when they ask me
Still
questions
are.
and stuff in my DMs. I'm
Yeah.
always open to help. And yeah.
Yep.
I get you, Fluent.
Mini trades.
Yeah,
Like you guys, like, I don't know. You guys know
Renaissance
this.
man.
Like like Lido reached out to me too when he first started, and I was like, yeah, here's some advice, because listen, I might not get the traction because I'm an old man trying to do it, but like I still know what the right things are to do. So like Lido reached out to me. Who's the other guy? Z Honcho or whatever that guy.
ZZ.
Easy. Yeah. All those guys reached out. I
Another good
throw
guy.
advice anytime. Like, why not?
Fluent. What
I
about
got a
player's
question for you
choice?
right now.
I reached out to you guys early on too.
You
I
like the
love you
page?
guys. I did like the page. I followed the page. I said, get me on the show.
I
How many
was
months?
a
How many
Fluent
months?
fan.
How many months did I tell you? Let's do a football version before Gridiron actually became a thing?
I've always been a Fluent stan, so I have nothing but amazing things to say about Fluent. When I get older, that's who my life will mimic, Fluent's.
By the way, you guys are looking
I'm
at
not
the
too
face
far
of
off.
Gridiron right there. Well, half of the face, a third of the face.
Oh, fifth,
Right
man.
there.
No, we're 5 equal parts. Gridiron. If you want football content, Gridiron's the place to go.
Shout out my guy Ben.
Yeah.
He's a great guy. Shout out Scam Thanos TV, and then the other guy.
I wouldn't shout out Dub. He's horrible.
I think you
Yo,
give
why
Dub
you doing
nightmares.
Dub like that?
It would be me and Dub's like my. Well, no, he's not like Dub's my son, yo.
Haley, I never want you to meet
If
Dub, by the
you
way.
missed the last episode of Gridiron, we told you if you're about the right age and you don't follow the show, your mom was probably at Freaknik, and I met her. So you gotta be careful.
Hey, in the words of my guy Scam Thanos, y'all better go hit that follow button. Or your
Me and
grandma
Dub went
steak.
to a Philly Sixers game, and it was an episode for sure. Dub was like a kid in the candy store.
I saw the
He
pictures
was.
of that game. You guys looked like you had a good time.
Dub was really a movie, a character in his whole.
I couldn't take those pictures seriously. And if you haven't liked the video yet, please do it. I didn't even comment on those pictures. I'm like, Dub is 5'4" and Dell is 6'19". What is going on right now?
Dub was at the game standing up trying to get her the Jumbotron, and then when I look, he's standing up, I'm sitting down, he's still like right here. he's like waving the Jumbotron. Like, yo, we're gonna get on TV. I'm like, bro, I do not want to be on TV.
But who
He's throwing Coronas back?
Who gave you those tickets?
Like Danny Green.
I just woke up to all of these happening in the group chat, and I was like, I hate last night. Whatever happened, I hate it.
Yeah, it was a long time.
I don't know if you guys still doing this one, but hashtag we are not the same. Like he just said it like nothing. Who gave me those tickets? Danny Green.
Oh, Shaq knew. He just wanted to ask that.
No, the biggest stunt, Dell's biggest stunt to date was last episode when he sent me the screenshot mid-episode when we said who is more feared by peers, Damian Lillard or Steph Curry? And he just texts Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant just hits him right back, and he's like, Steph's one, but Dame's right after him. I'm like, why are you guys doing this? It was weird to me. It's weird. But I can hit up James Harden too anytime. Anyways.
It was good content.
Yeah, no, it was good content. It was good
You're
content.
not.
Ron, I see a bunch of Q&A stuff. It's giving me weird vibes. What do you want to do with this? Highest scoring averages in age 22 season. How impressive is Ja Morant? Oh, I know what I want to do. What's his face from First, what is it called on Fox? He gave 17 players better than Jayson Tatum. And I want to read these players off, and you guys tell me if this player is better than Jayson Tatum.
What made him do that? Was he just
Who is this person?
not feeling JT?
It's Nick Wright on Fox
What's
Sports.
the context?
Oh God, Nick, right. If it's anyone, I want him first and Max Kellerman. I want to have a conversation with both of them.
I looked at this and I was
don't like
like,
Nick?
this is kind of valid.
Look at Nick Wrong. Really? Nick Wrong got something right? Because I don't believe.
Thank you, thank you.
I see a lot of similarities between me and Nick, but we can name them off. LeBron, Steph, Booker. You
know how I feel about the Booker. You know how I feel about tomorrow.
Yeah,
I might think tomorrow I might think Tatum's better. It's back.
Giannis,
to me.
Kawhi, Morant.
That's where
I'm taking Tatum over Ja.
But you agree that Ja's playing better than him this season?
He is. I'm taking Tatum over Ja.
Okay.
That's a weird take.
Yeah, I think Ja still have some time to prove.
Right now, no. I think Tatum has. Yeah.
So we have to judge it.
Okay.
His stride. How big is?
It's Ja.
I mean, what is Jayson Tatum's ceiling? Since we're on this subject, I don't think it's that high. I think we overrated.
But this is the thing, Shaq. This is why I'm gonna get upset because why is it so easy for you to say Ja Morant is better based on what he's doing now, just in the regular season? Say Ja does what he's doing and then lose in the first round. Tatum was a young pup going to conference finals.
Oh my God, you bring it up like he averaged 30. Look at the stats.
How much he averaged?
Not anywhere close to 30 in the first 2 years. Marz, help me out here. I don't even think he maybe averaged over 15 in the regular season. And you guys treat it like it's the Holy Grail.
I think in JT's first 2 years, I don't think he even had a 30-point game. If I'm not mistaken, it took him a long time to even get a 30-piece.
Okay, and he reached his ceiling, which is now.
I don't think he's reached.
You think this is Tatum's ceiling?
Shaq, he's some nuts. But here's
the thing, though, Shaq. Here's the thing. If this is his ceiling, this is a great ceiling.
It's a good ceiling.
Okay. For the vast majority of NBA players throughout history, go back and look. Year 5 typically is their ceiling, and this is year 5 for Tatum, right? So this is. We're all waiting for Tatum. I am at least to step up and be that MVP guy. But I don't know if year 5 is typically.
What's his number this year? Numbers
27,
26. Yeah, 20. Yeah, almost 27, 8 and 4. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's bad. It's
and
not,
what's Ja numbers?
Ja's not year 5 yet. Ja's still early.
No, I'm just wondering. Like, I'm just asking because I don't know why. Ja's playing better. Of course, Memphis Grizzlies are playing better, but I'm taking Tatum over Ja Morant. But continue. Who's next on Nick Wrong's list?
Durant, AD, CP3. I'm 1,000% taking CP3 over Jayson Tatum in any situation.
Sorry, just to go back, Dale. Ja's numbers are 28, 6, and 7 in year 3 with upside. With upside.
What was your boy Tatum in year 3? And you know what's honestly another
Tatum in year 3, 23, 7, and 3.
And you know that's not bad either for year 3. But you know what's crazy though, Fluent, with what you're saying or with Ja stats, it's like we're saying like with Steph and Dame. Ja is he give him the ball, let him do what he want to do. Tatum came in with the team with different criterias at the time, so that also is. But
that's why you can't say he was going to Eastern Conference Finals either, because the team was different.
No, I could say that because he still was a young pup playing at that level. That's and helping himself. Like he was a part of that.
You know what Tatum reminds me of, and this is I don't know, might be a hot take. He reminds me of Vince Carter. We're waiting for him to get that dog to be that guy. And Vince never did it. And I'm worried that Tatum doesn't ever do it. Because then he's going to just always be a really nice player, really great stats, but not that guy. So but I want that for Tatum. I think he can do it. He hasn't done it yet.
What we're doing with Ja is OD cooking, but we're giving Ja a mantle like very, very fast.
No, you gave Tatum the mantle very, very fast.
He's taking that mantle. Ja has both hands on that mantle like this is mine.
You guys know me. Like I have my not so alter ego Eddie Oldhead. I'm all about the pass, yo. But I dig Ja.
I like Ja too. Like I'm just taking Tatum. But that's a good 3. Yeah. Steph, KD, CP, and who was it?
Okay, so the only person that's questionable is Ja.
Thank you. Wait. No.
It was somebody else.
I want to talk about Anthony Davis.
Ron, stop.
No,
I'm
saying that was on the list.
It was Durant, AD, and CP3. That was the next row, and Ron's about to really get gross.
I'm not, because I think this is a valid question. Now, what's the question? Well, hold on. Wait, he's saying that they're better than him today. That's what
players better than Jayson Tatum. That's all it says, and it looks like he's saying it from a prison cell. It's a weird picture that he has because I think he has a podcast and he's doing it from his home, whatever. But just want to give some backstory. Tatum's not better than Anthony Davis.
He's not.
So let's just move along. He's not better than Ja Morant right now. So
What about
LeBron,
Chris
Steph, Booker, Giannis, Kawhi, Ja Morant, Durant, AD, CP3. Those are 9 players that we can all say are potentially better.
I don't agree with 2, but of course you could argue. But 2, I don't. Yeah.
What's the 2 you
I
don't?
argue 2.
Ooh.
Ja and Dev Book. I literally.
Oh,
I
no,
go
no,
back and
those are
forth with
fair
Devin
arguments.
Booker
That-
and Jayson Tatum every day.
But you can
Tomorrow,
go back
I
and
think
forth. That's the thing.
Tatum-
Gotcha.
But there's an argument there.
Yeah,
So
right,
we're
right.
looking for clear cut ones, right?
Clear cut. I
Yeah,
think it's
okay.
only the 7 you named. And CP3 now, based on what y'all. Okay, I get, but he's older. But we're not doing that.
Luka, Dame, Paul George.
I'm arguing PG. I'm Luka and Dame. I'm taking. I'm arguing PG.
Haley, I feel
arguing
like you have
PG.
something to say.
Yeah, I don't know. I love Paul George. I guess consistency has been kind of an issue with him, but I feel like he's coming back, and I think especially when hopefully he's reunited with Kawhi soon, like I think the Clippers are top seed next season. But yeah, my opinion on I don't love Jayson Tatum. I think like Shaq said, I think he's almost to a ceiling. I don't see him, I don't know, getting that energy and like running with it and becoming like an all-time great. I don't see that. Not
So
that Paul
I'm just-
George
I'm
does,
just-
but
in my because I always give you advice, Haley, I gotta add this, that don't ever say the Clippers are a #1 seed again near me. Thank you.
I think the
Other than that,
Tatum
we're
thing.
good. Other than that, we're good.
Yeah,
Other than that.
Tatum's
Not
too
right
relaxed.
now. I
Tatum's
see it
too
happening.
relaxed. Tatum's too relaxed. I see it now.
yeah, he needs
He's
to
too
like I
cool,
agree.
calm.
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
Yeah, I need him to be more aggressive. I get it.
Yeah, like let's go. Get excited. Like you have the tools, use them.
27, 8, and 4.
Decent.
Kinda.
Jokic, Harden, Butler.
Jimmy Butler is not better than Jayson Tatum.
I wish Dub was here. I'm not here to argue that either. I would never argue Jimmy Butler's better than anybody on this list. I feel like Butler
Jimmy Butler's not better than Jayson Tatum. He's not.
I really
Um,
like Jimmy Butler. but
and
if-
Embiid and Mitchell.
If you put Jayson Tatum on the Miami Heat, are they having the same success? Do they make that finals run in the bubble? Those are questions
See,
you got to ask, though.
again, it's gonna come down to that Tatum where he's just doesn't have that dog in him. This just
In-
doesn't.
In Jimmy
And
that
Jimmy
department,
does. Jimmy's
he's
got
not
that more
lacking
than
in
anybody,
that department.
almost to a fault. Yeah.
I don't care about the dog or the cat. Jimmy Butler is not better than Jayson Tatum.
I
I'm-
agree. I didn't say he was better.
Here's the thing.
He's not-
Or do you want to be better? Kind of like Mars was saying earlier. Do you want to be better or do you want to
Well,
win?
this list ain't basing about teams and all
Yeah,
that stuff.
fair
We're
enough,
asking
fair
who's the
enough, fair
better
enough.
player.
I think
Okay.
Butler's,
Jimmy
the,
Butler
Butler's the
is-
one.
Okay.
Butler's the one we'll all question, I think, for sure.
Are we okay? Are we, because I have to get to the 1v1 tourney today, and we have a 1v1 tourney fluent at the end of the show, but we have players court. Do we want to get into players court? Or
Yes, please. Let's get it.
Haley, do you know what players court is?
No, what is it?
Okay, players court. Fluent, you've been here for players court.
Sure.
I think. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. I think Fluent is. We just asked a question. You 5 get into it, and the person with the worst answer gets voted out each round until there's only one left.
You have 20
Okay.
seconds to answer the question. Each person gets
24
20
seconds. So,
And 15 bonus. And a panic button.
There's a panic button where you get
Okay.
15 extra seconds. You can use that at any time, any round, even the
Okay.
final round.
Only once.
Can we get
Yes.
an order? Mars already won a 1v4, so he gets a break. All right. This is so nasty. Do you guys want me to pick the order, or Mars? Do you want to pick the order? Can we get an order in the chat? The first one.
Shaq, you not in it?
No, I'm not in it. I'm hosting today. Imagine Ron trying to orchestrate this right now.
Shaq, if you want to jump in it, by all means, all I got to do is ask a number and ask the question. You can get
No,
cooked by Mars if you like.
I got robbed last episode. Okay, they're not giving me a number, so I'm gonna go Dale, LaRon, Haley, Fluent, Mars.
I want to go first.
Mars, do you feel like I did that on purpose?
Nah, Mars could go first. See, he won the 1 versus 4.
I'm
Mars,
alright.
you can
Going,
go
I'm
first.
alright. I'm alright going last. I don't mind.
Nah, you got it. I hate going first.
Then swap with someone else. I wanna go last.
Okay. Let's go. I hate that. All right, let's go. Ron. No, let's go. Haley. Okay, I got it. Mars, Haley,
don't wanna go
Flu,
first.
Ron, Dale.
No,
Mars,
first is
Haley,
the best.
Flu.
First is the best.
First is
Yeah.
good.
Yes.
Yeah, because then no one takes your answer.
No one can use your answer.
Marz, Haley, Flu, Ron, Dale. That's the order. That's the first order that was put in the chat. So we're going with that one. And the chat's really rooting for you, Marz. So good luck.
Yeah.
I'll pick the first one.
Okay.
Yo, Ron, what?
Shaq, you
all right,
threw these in
okay. No, not that first one. That first one is crazy. Okay, I'll go with this one. Player that will win the most rings in the next 15 years.
How many players?
Anybody that you want. The player that will win the most rings in the next 15 years. The order is Marz, Haley, Flu, Ron, Dale. And it is, the time starts now, Marz, for you.
I'm gonna go with Mikal Bridges because I think if we're looking at just strictly winning rings, not being the best player on the team, I think Mikal Bridges is a player who's only going to get picked up by championship contenders. He shoots the three, he plays defense. So every championship team is going to look at getting a Mikal Bridges, sort of like a Jay Crowder. So if we're looking at strictly just winning the most amount of rings, a player who's young and who fits the championship team, I'm going to go with Mikal Bridges.
And that's a perfect 24 seconds. I don't know how your people are like that. Haley, it's on you. And your time starts now.
All right. I'm gonna take Luka. I think that as he gets older, he's gonna get in better shape. He's gonna get more of a drive for the league, and hopefully, with the team he has now, I think they're gonna be really successful. So I'll take Luka.
That's a fair argument. We have, oh my God, the Martians. All right, Fluent, it's on you. Your time starts now.
We'll go with Anthony Edwards because he's going to work his way out of Minnesota. And he, of the bunch of the young players, I think he's the most talented, has the most upside. And we know he's not going to stay in Minnesota. So he's going to go somewhere and be smart enough to, I don't want to say chase rings, but he's going to put himself in a position where he's going to have the chance to win the most rings. So I'm going Anthony Edwards.
Ron?
Devin Booker is currently on the #1 team in the NBA. If he continues on this trajectory over the next 10 years, he has action at a title every single year. I'm gonna go with Devin Booker because he hasn't reached the ceiling yet, still has another level to go, and he's already on a great team that's going to continue to get better in the future.
Dale, it's on you.
I'm going Giannis. In the next 15 years, the face of who's going to possibly be the face of NBA, who's going to dominate the league more so is going to be the freak. He got the mantle somewhat now. He already got a championship ring, and nothing is going to stop him from keep going and going no matter where he goes. So Giannis in the next 15 years.
All right, put in the chat who you think lost. I'll tally it up. If it's a close one, I'll run a poll on YouTube. Marz, if you don't get voted out this round, I promise you.
Why would I get voted out? What was wrong with my
No, I just promise you. I will fear you until kingdom come. This is ridiculous.
What's wrong?
This is ridiculous.
What was wrong with my answer?
Yeah.
I think my answer was great.
Oh my God. And it's close. So I'm gonna run a poll for Ron and Marz. Because you guys are both.
That makes sense.
I think my answer was great.
If I get voted out,
your answer was terrible, Ron. I'm actually surprised you didn't. Where the career
Devin Booker.
Booker. What? Devin Booker. Once he loses, you know who, he's gonna go right back to where he was.
Ron, I hated your answer as well. But like Marz's was like.
Listen, and I'm talking about Dell, who was talking about a guy who's going to be playing until he's 45, apparently in 15 years. So
it doesn't matter if
he wins 4.
He's already got one. He's got the lead. Yeah.
It doesn't matter if he retired 8 years. The fact that he's got 15 years, he's only 27.
I'm with you on that.
Chat, I swear to God, if you guys vote me out, I'm
10. He got 10 more for sure in 10 more years.
I swear.
I don't see what was wrong with Mikal Bridges.
When you
Ron,
broke it down, I like
because Mikal Bridges, the Mikal Bridges answer, I feel like that's like saying, who's number 2 right now in active players with titles? Do you know who number 2 is?
Ron, text message. And Ron, you got packed up as well. You got packed up.
It would be Steph, no, with 3.
It's Steph, and who's tied with
I know
Draymond, Klay.
Udonis Haslem has 3, right?
You know who I'm thinking about?
Steph, Draymond, Klay has
JaVale McGee might have 3. I don't know.
Who's that
He
dude
has
that won 2 with the? Who's that one that won 2 with the Warriors and then 1 with the Raptors in back-to-back?
He's out.
years?
Patrick McCaw. He's in the D League.
He's in the D League now. Okay, but I'll
Yeah.
say he's got 3. So like that's how I feel about Mikal Bridges. He might.
Yeah,
be
but
on
that's
a team that
winning.
wins.
That's why I picked someone who I think is gonna
Yeah.
have a best chance to win. That's why I said
it's
not
like
the best player.
Robert Ory. Robert Ory is gonna win a bunch of rings.
Yeah. He
All
won 7.
right, let's move along. Let's move along. Ryan, you got packed up. You're out of here. I'm sorry about it.
Mikal Bridges.
Yeah, that was wild.
But let me ask a question though. How
You
do
guys are nasty.
how do Ron get out for Dev Book, but Mikal Bridges staying there on the same team?
Because Marz has stands.
I said
No.
Mikal would get picked up by teams who want to win because he's a great.
Like, wait, what was your comparison? What was your comparison? Marz, what was your
I never
comparison?
Dave, Ron.
Ow.
I said like
Well,
a
he's
Jay.
got the
I said
Martians.
like a Jay Crowder guy. Who's
Oh,
also
when
on
is
the
Jay
Suns.
Crowder? Oh,
But he doesn't.
how
have
many
a ring.
rings does he have?
He doesn't
Yeah,
have a
but
ring.
my point is he gets picked up by teams who are competing. You don't see Jay Crowder getting picked up by Orlando.
Okay.
But good.
But I
And
always
Mikal-
ask this
he's
He's more
question.
detrimental.
I
in
He's
like
my
trying to
opinion,
say
like
he's
Devin
trying to
Booker.
say Bridges is Robert Ory.
And he's
gonna
not
go to
gonna
teams and play a role.
demand the money that Devin Booker does. He's just gonna be a guy who gets 15, 20 mil. You don't build the team.
He's
around
not
him.
the
He's just a
talent that
glue
Devin
guy.
Booker is. But okay, moving along. Next,
He
we're
doesn't need to.
No.
Marz.
This is
Marz, it's
nasty.
fine.
This is
That was
so
gross.
nasty.
That was gross, Ron.
And I feel like the chat was rigged. So I'm gonna be a man of my words, and I'm gonna choke the person who made the chat.
Hey, anyways, all right. So moving along, I have the question.
I'll be a man of my word and put him in chokehold. Hey, you guys go.
Yeah, you got it. You need to pick the next topic, bro. The camera's over here.
Oh man, the chat said they hated your argument, Ron. That's funny. Stop harassing me. I have the next question. Are you guys ready? For you Spotify and Apple listeners, Ron just came and gave me a chokehold. He choked me. All right, Marz, it is on you. It is on you. And it's going Marz, Haley, Fluent, Dale, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the question. Marz, your time starts in 10 seconds after I say the question. The NBA player that could play football in what position?
See, I don't even know that sport. I'm gonna go with LeBron because I think he played in high school. I think he had a workout with an NFL team in 2011. I have no idea what position he played. Receiver maybe. I'm just looking at his athleticism. Maybe he could play that sport, but honestly, I have no clue.
Okay, Haley.
I'm gonna take Giannis at either an offensive line or defensive end. I think his size and strength would really help at either of those positions. Marz, what was yours? LeBron at where? Tight end? Did you say tight end?
Receiver. I said receiver. I don't know what I don't know what tight end is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll take Giannis. O-line.
Fluent. It's on you.
There's a few, but I'm gonna go with the easy one. Chris Paul as your quarterback would be a perfect fit. He's got the right size. He could throw the ball. He's got the arm strength. He's got the mentality, smarts to be a quarterback. Gets his team involved. It's easy transition.
Dale.
I'm gonna go with Russell Westbrook. I feel the pace he plays with on the basketball court, if they gave him a football in his hand while he's running up and down the court with his head cut off, it would look actually better. So the energy and all that fight he played with, I think Russ should be on the football court. Westbrook would make sense on the football court. So I'll take
position?
Russ. Just give him the football and get out of his way.
Oh, okay. Okay. I like
What position? Give him the football. Get out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay, chat, give me the name of the person that's out of here.
Should do the vote, Shaq. That's gonna be The name that's gonna be crazy.
A little sticky. You're right. All right, I'm gonna do a poll because I'm seeing a lot of split answers. Marz, you have quite a few votes, by the way, so don't get too comfy.
I wouldn't care. I don't know anything about American football.
I think everybody has solid answers for the sport of football because it's based on athleticism. So
Yeah.
So I didn't have to pick a
Marz,
position, but
I'll
everyone-
And can I make an argument before they
Shaq
vote
checks
me
it
out?
out. I'll just say Marz should check out Players Choice Gridiron. Get your knowledge up on American football. Yes, go ahead, Haley.
Shameless
I
plug.
think LeBron's going to be the easy answer, as well as CP3. Obviously, IQ transfers, LeBron athleticism transfers. Me and Dell, I feel like we had good answers. We were kind of
No, I
thinking
think
outside the
everybody had a
box.
good answer.
Yeah.
I feel like my best answer is a good answer. No, it's not easy. It's the right answer.
Any answer is a good
The right
answer.
answer is always a good answer.
It's tough too. Marz, you did good since you don't really watch a lot of football.
Me at all.
Also, did you guys see about Deshaun Watson going to the Browns?
To the where?
Browns.
Mm.
Yeah. Crazy.
Is Deshaun Watson a
This
quarterback?
offseason has been insane.
Yes, Deshaun
Yeah.
Watson is a quarterback.
Isn't that a
Did he play for
conflict
the
of
Texans?
interest? Yeah, he had a little situation, but isn't that a conflict of interest?
Why is it a
He got it
conflict of
figured out.
interest?
Going to the Browns? I thought the Browns had a quarterback.
Yeah, he's demanded a trade, and
Mhm.
he's not really a quarterback. He's just a guy who stands in that position. Butter Mayfield stinks.
I got you. Okay.
You said butter?
Butter,
Halsey.
yeah, Butter Mayfield. That's right.
Because
Butter
Baker.
Butter Baker. Yeah.
Nice.
Halsey, I'm
It's
sorry,
very nice.
but they have voted you out. Marz
I'm out. All
somehow
right.
squeaked his way through.
I
Next
thought LeBron
question.
was a good answer.
It is.
So what do you
You
mean
made
squeak
it.
my way through? So what do you mean squeak my way through?
What just happened?
Because you didn't make a good case about what position. Because you
okay.
didn't. Because you don't
Yeah,
know.
Fair,
right?
fair enough. Fair enough.
Still
Okay.
a good answer though.
It's a good answer. It's
Yeah.
a good answer.
That's why I didn't want to pick a position.
Okay, let's go to most unorthodox route to the NBA.
So me and
Yes.
I'm gonna go LaMelo Ball's route to the NBA. Played for Chino Hills. Then he went overseas to Lithuania. Then he went and played in his father's league, the JBA. All of this before he turned even 18, I think. And then he finally had enough of playing in the JBA when they went on through the world tour. He was like, I want to go back to high school. He went to Spire University. I mean, whatever they were called. And then he went to play overseas in the Australian League.
Okay. That's 24 seconds. It's 24 seconds. Let's relax. Let's calm down. Fluent. Your time starts now.
Hopefully, you guys have a good memory. It's got to be Dennis Rodman, who wasn't a highly recruited, who was mopping floors when they discovered this tall dude and threw him onto a court and taught him how to play the game of basketball. Ends up going to Detroit, ends up playing in college, is actually a scorer in college, comes into the Pistons and he's asked to rebound and play defense. And he adapts and becomes the greatest rebounder, one of the greatest defenders ever.
Okay. Dale, your time starts
I'm
now.
gonna go Duncan Robinson. I was just seeing his story. Him being a D3 player, no one giving him a chance. He was in practice, just shooting and playing for a D3 coach. Went to D-League tryouts, failed. Got a call up in D-League and just started making threes. Now he's a starter for the Miami Heat. I think that was very inspiring.
Okay. The chat is up. The poll is up, in the chat. We're going to see who gets voted out. Final round question. If you are here and you're a concurrent viewer, can you please hit the like button while we wait for... Damn, Dale, you're getting packed up. Looks like it.
Duncan Robinson is getting packed up?
Yeah. Mm.
You want me to know? You want me to tell you which was the worst answer?
Yeah, apparently. We know it's Duncan Robinson.
No, LaMelo was nasty.
I thought that was a very immature answer.
I thought it was nasty because LaMelo was projected to go to the NBA wherever he went, so it wasn't. It wasn't like it's normal for the people to go overseas and leave high school and go to overseas.
Unorthodox and unprecedented aren't the same thing.
I didn't say unprecedented.
Against the odds, you can say Dennis Rodman and Duncan Robinson, but unorthodox, no one's done what LaMelo did.
No one's went overseas?
No one left high school at 15 to go play in Lithuania, then to come back or go play for your dad's league that he just
His name is Jeremy. His name is Jeremy. Google him. Big man. Jeremy. I forgot his last name. He left high school, went to China.
And then his dad made a league for his son to play in and then go on a little global tour. And then he left that league and then went back to high school and then he went back again to Australia.
He was projected to go to NBA since he was in high school.
Yeah, but being projected to go to the NBA doesn't make your route there not unorthodox. That just means it wasn't.
They'll just accept you got packed. They'll just accept you got packed up. You got packed up. The young guys, they're gonna vote Marz to the end, but I don't know if Marz can overcome this last question. I am personally rooting for Fluent, and I hope you guys vote Marz. I don't care, but I want Fluent to win. Marz, good luck on this one. Best under the radar player in NBA history.
I'm going to use my panic button. A player who was under the radar would be
You got some time. 30 seconds left.
We got some time.
24 seconds left, Marz.
I would argue Draymond Green. He wasn't highly touted coming out of Michigan State. I think he played all 4 years. He was a second-round pick. No one expected him to change the game the way he did with the versatility, the playmaking at the big man position. You only really saw it from a few guys. Just the fact that you could argue Draymond Green changed the game, and no one would expect a second-round pick to actually change the way teams play defense.
Okay, Marz, you've had your time. Thank you for that answer. Fluent.
You got a cookbook down there? under your camera, it's a little cookbook right there.
I don't think it is. I think that Fluent is about to roll this up like a fruit roll up. Fluent, I'm throwing you an underhand pitch. Are you ready?
Say the question one more time.
Most underrated player in NBA history. Most under the radar player, not underrated, under the radar. So you also have a panic button to where that adds 15 seconds. Would you like to use that?
No. The most under the radar. Well, my guy's going to be undrafted, NBA champion, first time All-Star. Nothing was expected of him. And he's my neighbor.
I know exactly who you're talking
Fred VanVleet. Fred VanVleet. No one was talking about Fred VanVleet, and he's an NBA champion, now an All-Star, and he was undrafted. He was getting no flowers. Heck, he won a championship. He was getting no flowers until maybe this year. We're starting to talk about him. That's pretty easy.
I was the first person on this show. Okay, chat. The poll is up.
That was 2 good picks.
Definitely was.
Marz, I know you may think this is some type of hazing going on. No, I just believe in you a lot, so I'm just trying to prepare you against the odds.
I'm cool. I don't mind.
There's guys
I was happy with all my answers. So.
Legend of Winning. He comes on the show, and I just need you to thrive because you're a player's choice guy, and I need you battle tested. And no other person than Fluent.
You just heard the big news?
About Deshaun Watson? Haley just broke it. Haley just broke it right before you came back.
Oh, okay.
We might have to get her on Gridiron.
A Halsey bomb.
Haley, you a big football fan?
I mean, I love watching it. Yeah. I'm not as, I don't know, my knowledge isn't as deep, but I love it.
Portland has a team out that way?
No.
No.
Was it?
There used to be a team in Seattle, but they're rebuilding right now.
You
can't come choke me. You can't come choke me.
Aren't you ready to?
Wait a second.
I do have a 4 o'clock meeting.
Who won, Shaq?
Okay.
It's 60 votes, and I think it is 32-28 right now. So what we are going to do, we're gonna go into overtime, just because that's what we do here.
Who was winning? Who was winning?
Yeah, who was?
It's 32
Yeah.
to 28. Doesn't
I
sound
knew
like
it
it was
32 to
overtime.
28. It's a
Going
winner,
overtime.
Shaq. Who's winning?
No, there's no. Whoa, relax, everybody. Relax. These rules have been made since the beginning. I let it go extra time. Marz, I let it go when you were down, so then Fluent came back. So do you want to go off of the minute restrictions? Because then you would have lost. But I gave you hope. So can we go to the...
I thought the poll just expires on its own.
No. Not on YouTube. Not on YouTube. On Twitch it does.
Oh, okay.
What do you want me to do? I mean, JD's not here.
I
I'm the president.
want you to go with the minute.
Yeah, I mean, with the minute...
Who won?
War Machine, you lost.
Then I say undefeated.
Sounds like I won, but
Marz, I promise you, you were down. You were down
Oh, he was
51-49, and I let it go. Yeah, Marz was down for a second. He was down the whole time. Then Fluent switched up. But I'm just saying, one more round. Marz, do you not want to go one more round?
I'm not against going one more round. It sounds like I won, but it is cool. I'll go to
Shaq,
overtime.
if you
like
get this one off, they'll be like you're sabotaging or you're being nasty.
Yeah, but
No,
that's
Dale,
why you
I
should've
promise you, at the minute mark, I let it go.
Ended it. Yeah.
You should have ended after the minute.
Fluent
'cause
was
right
ahead
now
at the
it's
minute mark.
It's no coming back after.
Okay, so
because
then you could.
They were typing by, Marz. I seen it.
Oh,
They were
why
typing.
do you go
It got
overtime?
nasty
Why
in
do
the
you
chat
wanna
for you,
go
let me
Marz.
open the chat. All I see now justice for Marz. Shaq is capping. Shaq is so slick. Shaq is capping. Someone said Shaq is not lying. Shaq is insane. Justice for Marz. So that's why you should have just ended after the minute.
I should have, but it would have got
Because it's
nasty because they would have been like, Shaq, you ended it too early. So I tried to let it extend, but then Marz took back
You
over.
gotta follow the rules. You gotta follow the rules.
Okay,
You
all right.
can't- 'cause
Well,
now-
okay, we got a final round because
right.
that's just what it is.
But now it's all now. No matter what the argument is, everybody's gonna vote Fluent just because
All
they
right,
think
well-
you cheated.
All right, well,
But go ahead.
that's something me and Fluent have to deal with.
All right, go ahead.
All right, Marz, it's on you. Best.
Well, someone just said Marz lost.
But he did. Marz, and there's no panic button for you, Marz. Best scoring performance of the season. I'll give you 10 seconds to think about it. This season, best scoring performance.
Okay.
And your time starts now.
I'm gonna go with Kyrie's 50 on 19 shots. I think it's the first time anyone scored 50 and had a true shooting percentage of over 100%. That would literally it's the most efficient 50-point game of all time. Maybe the competition you could say wasn't there, but when you're taking the amount of threes he took, the amount of tough shots he took, just watching that game, you can see that Kyrie was on a different level that night. And
okay, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. The 24 seconds. I'm not trying to be rude. That's just what happened. Fluent, I'll give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2. It's on you, Fluent.
Yeah, give me my panic button for a sec here.
Okay. Your panic button is going. You have approximately 30 seconds left.
I'm gonna go with Karl Anthony Towns and his 60. I think getting 60 from a big man, going what he do? 19 of 31, 15 of 16 from the free throw line. I'm gonna go with Karl Anthony Towns. You don't expect that typically from a big man like that. Kyrie, I think we expect him to drop 60 every once in a while. Cat, not so much. So I'm gonna go with Cat.
And the poll is out. Whew.
Watch this.
Marz, how you feeling going into this second, the recount in
cool.
Florida?
I've liked all the answers. Like if I lose, I lose.
I feel like the influent know that I'm here now, and they're gonna jump into the chat.
Yeah, but Shaq set you up bad. We're going to overtime after you had won.
I mean,
Shaq, just tell me the poll. What is it right now?
it's nasty right now.
For
It's
who?
over for Fluent.
I knew it.
But we know that Marz doesn't deserve this. We know that.
So then why we go overtime? You could have just said I lost.
I mean, you did lose technically, but I didn't want to be nasty because if I would have ended it right there, why didn't you stop it? So I mean, Fluent, you won in my book. In Marz, you're only getting stronger.
I'll say this much. One, I respect all of Marz's answers. They were fantastic. So good job, Marz. Two, I've only done this twice. I was going to say I've only done this twice, and I beat the people's champ Marz, and I believe I beat the defending champ Euro. So apparently this is my game now.
That's
Yeah,
fire.
Mikal Bridges was nasty. I don't
I
care
don't,
what
I don't understand how Mikal Bridges.
I hate to do, and I hate to
Can't
do this to you
believe
guys.
you guys gave him that
I
first
literally,
round
I
upset.
hate to
Nah,
do this.
the
I'm
Mikal
gonna give
Bridges
you,
is
I gotta give you
nasty.
two kind of breaking news things, and unfortunately, I gotta go because one, I'm literally going to quit my job right now, and I'm late 11 minutes
Oh
for
my
that for that meeting to tell them that I quit. And two, Fluent and Chill. We had Woody Page on this week. It's live on Chilltown Hoops on YouTube, so go check that out. And
That's
Shaq,
fire.
you and I'll talk about players.
Woody
choice.
Page is fire.
Yeah.
For sure.
Hey,
For sure.
hey,
Thank you for
Fluent,
tapping in.
Fluent.
Good
Fluent.
luck.
Yo.
Hold up. Wait.
Yeah.
Do they know you're about to quit?
Oh God, no. No, I just called the meeting.
Hopefully they don't watch
I
this.
just called the meeting. They're not watching this.
I love
I
you,
hope they're not
Fluent.
watching this. If they're watching this, we're in trouble.
Hey, so how's this about to go? And can
This
you
is the Magic
post that on
Johnson.
Instagram Live?
This is the Magic Johnson.
You want
I
me,
would
you want me
love
to
to see that.
record it?
Yeah, I
You want me
would
to
love to
record
see
it?
that.
We'll post
Yes.
it on Grid.
I ain't gonna be here.
I'll see if I can do it.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so we good.
What Michael what he did say, he's like,
All right, peace out, Fluid.
Later, guys.
Bye.
Magic was like,
I ain't gonna be here. Do you guys want to end the show or get into this 1v1 tourney? Like I've had enough players' choice today. We can save the 1v tourney for next episode, which will be on Sunday.
Can you tell me the matchups though?
Yeah,
I just want to know the matchup.
Okay, I'll tell you the first round matchups. Dirk, Paul Pierce, Luka, Shai, Gilgeous, Alexander, Isaiah Thomas, Ray Allen, KG, Embiid, MJ, Tim Duncan, Vince Carter, Jimmy Butler, Tatum, Donovan Mitchell, Penny, Larry, Bird.
Oh yeah. We can save it. Hollow. Yeah, that was gross. That was gross. That was too much. Hopefully we scratch it and drafts come back because that's gross.
Hold on.
That's like tier-ish.
Yeah, it is tierish. But Dill,
Yeah,
I have a draft. I want to do a draft. Lottery picks from the last 10 years.
Right now?
No, not right now.
Oh, okay. Because
Good.
I'll get into that. I could get into the draft
Dude,
I
I love those drafts.
because it's dope to see.
Nah, it
You
is.
know the finagle.
Dale, can you give me
no?
Dale, can you give me a Halsey rating? Like, how did you, Haley, a letter grade?
I say a B+. She was shy. I feel like. Yeah, she was shy. She didn't want to yell. She didn't want to get in her bag. She didn't want to step over toes. You know, you got to walk in the room and show your accent like Marz be doing.
Yeah. All right, I
LeBron,
can work on the confidence.
LeBron, letter grade.
I would say A-. Really, I don't. You didn't. Player's choice. It's all about nasty takes here. You didn't give a nasty take, and that's why I'm gonna applaud you because I think all of your takes through and through are solid.
Okay.
Marz, I
We'll
know
come
this
through
is
with some more
nasty,
heat next time.
What the hell do you know?
but no, I'm saying I hate to put you on the spot like this.
Oh, yeah, I'll give, like Ron said, an A-. Like she did good. She did better than I did on the first episode. I think she was more vocal, and her setup is a lot better than what I had as well.
That's a huge compliment, Marz, because you're killing it. Obviously, you run this fan base for Player's Choice. So
No, wait,
Thank you.
Haley, I think we're getting
I'll
ahead
bump
of
it up
ourselves.
to an A+. I'll bump it up to.
The
I
chat.
think no.
Come
Shaq
on.
Army is.
Time to admit it,
Trust
Shaq.
me,
You're over.
Double
Your
lips
time
is
has
running
come
it.
to an end.
I'm
Double lips is
over.
running it right now. Marz.
No, Marz has good momentum, but like, come on, I'm over.
Yeah.
Shaq, Haley, you have not seen Shaq Army. I'm telling you, it's a nasty sight.
scared.
But anyways, Victor, thanks for the $2 donation, and he just says Shaq Army. But that's just what we do. But anyways, Haley, I will tell the Players Choice fan base this. I do believe in Haley a lot, like a lot. And you guys will be seeing a lot of her around. Her and Marz are like 1 and 2 for me. So, Haley, I'm glad that you came on. I enjoyed you today. I thought you were going to be a lot shyer than you were. I don't think you were shy at all.
Facts.
It'll grow. I mean, once I get to know people and I can read them, I'll come in hot.
We have to
But
see.
I appreciate you guys.
We have to see you on an episode with Dub. That's what we'll know what we need to know.
All right.
No.
And shout out Gideon, the timestamp guy. He's goated. And if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button right now so we can get it up to 200. And yeah, love is love. Can't wait for that t-shirt.
Holla.
Love is